Welcome to another round of Spudventures. This week we are back in session 9 of Shadowtrot, so take it away, Digo Dragon.
Thank you, Spud. Good evening, Seattle. For our session lineup tonight, we have DreadPriest as Nivix, unlicensed unicorn harmacist.
If you have a jail cell cutie mark, does that make it a prison tat?
We have Wing Cat as O's, intrusive changeling hacker.
Among other things.
Xencarn as Smirkfluff, assault and battery griffon.
Move along and you probably won't get shot.
GreatDinn as Icebreaker, rogue espionage earth pony.
I know my rights. I have a right to remain silent.
TheStratovarian as Lethe, unregistered changeling mage.
Mage. And I'm not speaking more without a lawyer.
And AvisEcho as Nebula Flare, innocent kirin child whose potential crimes will be pressed upon her guardian.
I have done nothing wrong. I'm walking out the door.
I am your nightly DJ, Jazz Hoof, and you're listening to KORP 94.9 FM, playing the smoothest corporate-approved tunes to relax you on this fine evening. But first, a word from our sponsor, Shirawase. Nay, Johnson here. Has the alarm to your storefront business failed to prevent street gang break-ins? Introducing the commercial line of our most popular military-grade drone, the Sentry Turret. Hi there. Using Shirawase's advanced virtual intelligence conflict resolution software to determine conflicts in need of resolution, the commercial turret reaches with precision multi-spray bullet hailing firepower. Now, you might ask, but Mr. Johnson, aren't bullets expensive in bulk quantities? Well, our turret uses a patented titanium spring action system, enabling it to fire the whole bullet for conflict resolution. That's 65% more bullet per bullet. This is the same technology we use on Diamond Dog terrorists in the Nevada wastelands. Ha ha ha! Scares the gemstones out of them. Our turrets come in hundreds of designer colors, including forest, desert, sable, chartreuse. What idiot picked these colors? Anyway, we'll box them up and ship them direct to your storefront doorstep at no extra charge, so you can protect the goods that matter to you most. Good night. Just try and break into that cred register now, gangers. Your funeral. Nay, Johnson, we're done here. Doot.
See, someone was playing Portal.
All right, so if we ever see a sable or a chartreuse bathroom, we need to run.
So what I'm hearing is, Dio, that we can officially buy portal turrets in-game. That is a thing we can purchase.
Yes.
Well, here's a better question. Can we get companion cubes?
Yes.
Well,
Okay,
fuck it.
we
I know
need the
where all
fan
my
art of
money's
that.
going.
I hate this. I know
All right.
in those cubes.
I guess I'm buying the incinerator.
But no, I need my cubes.
Why are you buying anything? I'm right here.
I'm not.
This also
All
means
right.
that potato-powered computers are a thing.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
That is already a thing.
It's just free range.
I mean, our stream is running on Spud, so...
But
Well.
The point.
I hope Spud doesn't take that to heart and really grill you as a result.
Let's see. Sure.
All right, so were we going to play through the trip to the station or skip over that and wind up at the station?
That depends. Do you want to roleplay the trip to the station?
no.
Not really.
Okay.
All right.
Do we want to role play Nebula driving whoever's driving that car insane?
You'd be surprised. She's actually in the car. She's being very quiet.
So to clarify for audience, we made a determination to split the group up in order to minimize the amount of freaking out that would happen.
It's still happening.
I know it's still happening, but like we as best we could determine, we were allowed to have most of us go in the police cars with Smirk taking Nebula in a separate car and Lethe taking our remaining car in order to sort of minimize everyone having a really bad time.
Well, you'll all be taken in squad cars, and they'll just have a wrecker tow your cars over to the station.
Okay.
They won't you driving on the off chance that you decide to make a left turn when everybody turns right and McGun it, for the border.
That was definitely not my plan, and how dare you insinuate as such?
These cops have been around the block a few times. They know some things.
Which block?
North or south?
Well, you are still in the Bellevue district, so it's a very upscale block.
So it must take them. If they've been around these blocks, it must have been a while because these places are big.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That or they're exaggerating.
Well, it's late night when you all get to the station, and they park everyone into a community meeting room. So you will all be there. You see a griffon named Gristle and a bat pony named Petra. They are sort of posted at the door just to make sure you guys don't do anything. And Nebula, you are approached by a unicorn, very white like snow coat with very light mane that's kind of long. And she kind of kneels down to kind of get on your eye level. And she's like, "Are you Nebula?"
No.
Mind if I ask you a few questions privately?
No.
Well, would for a few cookies?
No.
Okay.
Lady, I know where I am. I'm not stupid.
You're not in any trouble. I just wanted to ask a few quick questions to you personally. Just wanted to do it in the privacy. It's for your safety.
I am safe. Not
just
here.
It'll just be a few questions, and then you can come right back here.
Stares at Smirk.
Ma'am, I don't think that's the best idea. Sorry, you are?
My name is Snow. I am Child Services. I just wanted to ask a few questions, make sure that she's safe and unharmed from the incident that happened earlier.
Right. Smirkfluff, her current guardian. Exactly why does she need to be separated from me for this procedure?
It's just for a few quick questions. It's best to do it in privacy so that her answers aren't colored by anybody else present in the room.
Right, because they're definitely not going to be colored by the fact that she just got arrested and is now getting interrogated by a stranger. Yeah.
You are all not under arrest.
Of course we're not. My point still stands.
And nothing I can do or say would be able to change your mind?
It would be up to her, but I don't think by looks of it she particularly wants to go.
Nothing? Snow kind of reaches into a pocket, pulls out a little doll that's looks just like Princess Luna. It's dark blue. It's got the wings and the unicorn horn. Would it be better if you gave your answers to Princess Luna? She's very good at keeping secrets.
Fuck, man.
That's cute. Do it for that.
I know. This is hard now.
I was going to say, is this going to need to be a will save to stop Nebula from doing it? Fails anyway, so.
It's funny because the deity I put down for her is Luna. Which I know Digo knows.
promise
about
you
to
just
say,
a few
why? What a
questions,
shock.
and you can come right back. I'll even let you hold Princess Luna for your stay here at the station.
3 questions. That's it.
Very well. 3 questions.
Okay.
She will lead you over to a small interview room, the public interview room down here.
Oh, there's your token. I'd been
Hidden
wondering the whole
underneath it.
time.
I saw Xencarn doing that. It's just like, okay, I know what you're doing. I'm not going to say anything.
It
No,
was
that was
very-
me.
I didn't do anything. That was not me.
Ah.
I'm the one that plays with tokens.
I thought that was
I'm the one that
extremely
plays
cute.
tokens.
I saw that and thought that was extremely cute.
All right. So, Nebula, you sit down in the little interview room with Snow. And she's writing stuff down in a little compad that she has. And she looks up. My first question then, have you been hurt by Smirkfluff or any of your friends that you associate with there in that room? Just a
One
standard
time-
question.
One time Lethe made some really bad cookies and I had a stomach ache. Does that
Ooh.
count?
Well, doesn't count for what I need the information for, but I suppose bad cookies is something of a crime in its own way. So, but we'll keep that one to ourselves, right?
What?
She winks.
Being arrested for 1 count of baked bads.
Baking bads is probably an actual thing in this universe.
I would not be surprised. I would not.
Okay, Nebula. Second question. Do you have any formal schooling? Do you go to a school or are you homeschooled at all?
What's skull?
And Smirkfluff is your legal guardian?
I don't want to answer that.
May I ask why not?
No. Because that would be a 4th question. I'm sorry, Digo, but I'm also not.
Very well. 3 questions. That was the deal. You may go back.
Leaves. Still has Princess Luna riding on her back.
Mm-hmm.
All right then.
Hey, Digo.
Yeah,
Can I roll perception on Snow?
sure. What are you looking for?
I'm not the only one who is
I'm
going
just
with that.
I'm just curious if she feels familiar.
Okay.
And I'm not even gonna I'll tell you what, I'm not even gonna let myself see the roll. I'm gonna roll it straight in the tower.
Ooh.
Even the color with Snow is like jet white. Like
Yeah.
almost artificial.
Not artificial, but like her coat color is like new fallen snow. It's very white, almost pure.
Yeah, I'm just curious, like if it seems like if seeing it like if it's an artificial or a one that's sort of purposely created that way. You know, like if she
I
was a
can-
changeling.
If I still have my little sensor, I can check that.
Ponies are allowed to groom.
Yeah.
Ponies
Alright.
can dye their fur.
All right. Icebreaker on your perception check. She doesn't look familiar to you.
Okay.
I mean, she is notably good looking and well groomed. That maybe she was on, the news or something before. Maybe she's a spokes pony for the office, but nothing you could point a hoof at.
Okay.
Let's see. Sense motive 16, 17. I see a 13. All right, an 8. Okay. I mean, with the 8, seems to be fine. I can't see anything wrong. 16, 17, 13. As far as you can tell with sense motive on Snow, seems her job is to make sure that Nebula wasn't like being abused by any of the adults in the room. She seems kind of concerned on that 16 and 17, so Lethe and Nivix can kind of get the sense that something is bothering her about the current situation, but she seems to be fairly calm otherwise. And let me see. I saw life science. What was the life science for, Nivix?
Oh, just checking to see, is actually unicorn sort of thing.
Yeah, she's unicorn.
Because it's the, double check. Because we've dealt with some crazy shit, so.
Yes, you have.
All right then.
So Snow hands Detective Gray the information she has. Her professional experience says that she does not feel Nebula is any danger with this group right now.
That's good to know.
There is a flag, though, that Nebula might be falling behind on schooling, as she may not be getting a proper education. But other than that, it's up to you to take people to start interviewing if you wish.
Okay then. Thank you, Snow.
Mm-hmm.
I step towards the door of the room. And I take a second to sort of look over everyone and gauge their general demeanors and attitudes, I guess. Just sort of see how flighty everyone is.
Yeah, Lethe is sort of marveling at more towards where Nebula came back with, but has an unconscious look as soon as he reaches the door before he's even opened it.
Icebreaker's word of the day is hostile.
Yeah, but Lethe is otherwise very neutral when he steps in, like a very diplomatically neutral stance.
Nivix is just going over various data he's gathered from stuff.
Well,
Nebby's under the table.
I am currently dealing with the small child.
Oz senses enough hostility from Ice that even Oz is hiding a bit behind Lethe from Ice.
All I can say is good.
well, I'd like to put your minds at ease a little bit. This is more of a chance to get to know each other since we work in similar spheres. Unless something truly terrible comes up, I expect you'll all be walking out of here free ponies before the hour is up. But do want to get some facts straight, and you're currently the ponies who have the information I need. So let's start with Icebreaker here.
Is my lawyer here?
That's a good question, actually. Is her lawyer here?
Lawyer here.
What was that name that you put down for the lawyer?
Blunt binding.
Good.
Oi, I'm here. Where's my client?
This way.
All right.
So good to see you, Bindy.
Yeah, not so good to see you.
Yeah, well,
What
we can only do so much.
You seem to do a lot in so much.
Well, it keeps you in business, don't it?
It certainly does, as long as you keep paying me for it. What trouble did you get yourself into this time?
That's exactly what we'd like to discuss.
I assume I get a few minutes to converse with my lawyer and explain the details?
Of course.
Okay. Just without any sort of intervention, Icebreaker will just basically recount the events of the day as simply as possible.
Okay.
And will inform Blunt Binding that she does have a video copy of the events if
Oh.
necessary.
Yes, please.
So she will pass that along through her weird eye.
Okay. Oh, it takes Blunt a moment to kind of soak all that in because, hey, it's not every day you see a team of Trotters fight a monster off in a pool in someone's basement at a fancy house. Okay, wow, you had a full night.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. Shall we?
Let's.
All right, if you'll come this way. Leads them to the public interview room.
Come with me and my lawyer.
Actually, I pointed to an interview room that you'll be staging.
That one.
Oh, that one. A
Over
good
here.
distance away. Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
The one what has the see-through window.
It's a mirror.
The one that has a see-through window.
I
I
love
know how this works, Digo.
There is
I
a
love
way to
the
test
token
for
for
it.
blunt binding. I really do love it.
If you put your finger on it and there's a gap, it is a mirror.
Actually,
if it's touching the reflection,
as I pass through the investigative division, I pick up a file and bring it into the interview room.
Okay.
Oh boy.
A thick file.
Uh-huh.
All right.
The litigation.
Blunt binding has a skill called litigation.
That's amazing. And he's
And rolled a
good
20
at it.
on it. And rolled a 20 on it. That's great.
Hire only the best.
It's not because he's good. He's just used to you.
Fair enough. I give him fun legal things to pile through.
Yes, you do.
All right. I open up the file and go, all right. Icebreaker, correct?
Correct?
Probably goes without saying you've got a fairly long rap sheet here.
Mm-hmm.
At age 8, count of property damage, a count of assault and battery. Age 11, 2 counts of petty theft, 1 count of unauthorized matrix access. At age 14, grand theft auto, forgery of personnel data, theft of research information, aggravated assault, arson. Age 27, 6 counts of defamation against Zenith Dawn. Age 28, 2 counts of libel against Sneaksing Incorporated. 29, aggravated assault against Louisa Technology Researcher. Found not guilty. Grand theft and dissemination of private trade information, not guilty. Aiding and abetting Trotters, not guilty at age 30, and now you're 32.
You can read. That's a step up from most of Buckstar.
We try. We're taking classes.
I'd like to object that my client's past has nothing to do with the current situation. She has repaid her debts to society in those past incidents.
Yep. Followed the book, gone through the system, cases settled, punishments and sentences carried out without incident as far as I can see. No, your client's past has nothing to do with these current events.
Okay, because she is definitely a citizen of Seattle.
Yes. That has never
I
been
pay
a
taxes.
question. Yes, no problems with the IRS either.
None that I'm aware of. I'm sure somebody up there hates me, but what can you do?
Oh, they hate everybody. I just have a couple of incidents that I believe you're a part of that I'd like to ask a few questions about.
Icebreaker will look to her lawyer.
Lawyer kind of like, we'll see. What is your questions?
I'd like to ask your client if they have had any violent encounters with the known Trotter group Lock, Stock, and Barrel?
Lawyer kind of leans in over to you, Icebreaker.
I literally
I
just did an interview the other day.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's public record, right? I can just say that, right?
Yeah. My client has met with Lock, Stock, and Barrel and did an interview with them.
It happened to be during a shootout.
That was... All right. So I will take that as a yes, then.
She nods and then says, I can point you to the episode of my show if it helps.
It would, actually. I would very much appreciate that. Gets out
She
a notepad.
She will proceed to rattle off whatever day that episode potentially aired.
Very good. All right, and was the rest of your group involved in those encounters?
Icebreaker is going to shrug and say, I was there on my own business. Don't know about them.
All right. Take that as your statement.
Binding nods.
Moving on. We have footage of a shootout taking place in a parking garage. Some of your current associates were caught on that film. Do you know anything about that incident?
Trying to think. Oh.
It looks kind of grainy. I mean, I would say it's circumstantial at best. It's not the greatest of images captured. Are you sure that you can identify the group over there?
Well, this appears to be Smirkfluff, Nebula Flare, and Nivix. But you're right. It is grainy. You could certainly challenge it, but I'm simply asking if you know anything about this particular incident.
I don't think I recorded that one, so I think Icebreaker is going to say, not a clue.
All right. Now for the big one. The docks. A violent encounter with the Mafia. A phoenix taken from their, shall we say, custody. From their smuggling operation. Cameras all over the place picked up you, 3 other ponies, a griffon, and that young Kirin.
I do believe I was filming an episode of my show there that night as well.
Interesting.
And I will gladly link that.
I assume the footage you post up on these episodes is edited.
In some capacities.
You wouldn't happen to have the raw footage.
For the docs? Sure.
Interesting. So, what happened there?
That was the sorry, I'm trying to remember the whole specifics of it because that was, the session I wasn't actually there for.
That was we were hired to rescue the Phoenix.
Yes, I'm just trying to remember specifically what all the mob was doing.
The mob in that situation was using a smuggling ring to steal animals awakened and magical from their owners.
Okay.
You were simply there on a crack case to uncover this.
Yes. Well, officer, you see, I happen to have good gut instincts, and I happen to know that the string of disappearances of creatures, both magical and not, had been occurring lately, and it seemed to me the most likely place for all of them to end up would be the docks, if the mob had any hoof in it. So I decided to do a little surprise journalism.
Surprise with your friends for backup.
Trying to think how she would respond to this.
their actions aren't necessarily anything of your own.
Yeah.
Working in a different capacity.
Yeah. I was there to merely report on things. I happened to run into them.
Interesting for a journalist to bring along muscle to help make the news happen, wouldn't you say?
As I said, I didn't choose to bring them along. I was just there to film whatever happened.
My client, the only person that she brought along was the cameraman. And any actions using any kind of violence on her part was merely in self-defense.
Who is your camera pony?
Trying to remember the name I gave him. Oh no. Crystal. Rocksteady. The name of my camera pony is Rocksteady, and I can give you his contact information if you really need it.
I think I will.
Then
My
she
client
will
then?
hand that over. Unless her lawyer objects, which, he might.
Mm. He'll let it go this time. He's got another idea.
So, if I might ask a broader question then, would you say that the other ponies and creatures out there in the conference room, are they your friends, associates? What's your relationship with them?
Well, I keep seeing them all across town. I was hoping to get an interview. They agreed to one in exchange for joining me on that particular trip.
And why are they of such interest to you and your investigative journalism?
Because I keep happening to see them at all these very exciting places, officer.
But it's an entirely coincidence. You're not associated with them in any way.
Not in any formal capacity, no.
Okay. And you're certainly not at all banded together as a Trotter team.
No, sir.
Very interesting. Okay. As out of character, I do recall that Icebreaker did actually stay out of the fighting and just stick to interviewing during the Mafia
she
fight.
did.
That's
yeah.
correct.
Because
Well,
mechanically, it was going to make it a lot harder. So you literally just did.
Real fast, there was a very brief shoot somebody with the stun gun, and then how could someone do this? But I think it could be argued self-defense.
Yeah.
Yes, that was self-defense.
Very good. At least someone on this team was practicing some kind of OPSEC.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, don't forget, the extent of what I've been doing has just been darting, so...
I mean, still using...
Yeah, out of character, we have a very low actual body count.
Yes. That's might be one of the few things working in our favor this time.
Oh yeah, no like trail of bloody bodies to worry about so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, all right, I will take that as your official statement. You may let's return to the meeting room. Go ahead and lead Icebreaker and Blunt Binding back.
All right.
All right.
On the way, Icebreaker is going to turn to Blunt Binding and say, make a formal request that he serve as their impromptu counsel, and she will triple his pay for this.
Very well. Pose for money.
All right. Let's see. Nivix, if you could join me.
Nivix is at this moment still muttering and, making notes, eyes just flicking back and forth
Nivix?
between two different data pads.
I thought he was on drugs.
He might be, but in this case, it's, doing notations back and forth in his, shorthand cipher that he uses for his notes.
Nivix, would you mind coming with me and asking a few questions? It won't take too long.
All right.
I'm going to take them to the interview room. Lawyer in tow. So, Nivix, what's your occupation exactly? Sorry, the conversation in the side chat there.
Which part?
All of it, really.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right, so Nivix, what is your occupation exactly?
Out of character, I don't think we really got that, written down on the sheet, but in character, I deal with pharmaceuticals,
You
helping deliver them as a tech.
deal with pharmaceuticals. Who's your employer?
Currently self-employed.
Self-employed pharmaceuticals. Are you licensed for that?
Don't answer that.
All right.
Nivix will, of course, listen to binding.
Can discuss that if it becomes relevant. So, I bring up the footage of the parking garage incident on which Nivix is seen with Nebula Flare and Smirkfluff. Do you know anything about this shootout incident in this parking garage? Is this you on the camera footage here?
Out of character, how much do I... It's one of those, this is one of the types of roleplay that I have issues with, so it might take me a little bit to answer.
Before the lawyer can interject, I say I'm not insinuating that he is or that this is conclusive proof. I am asking for him to confirm or deny. Well, which is it?
I'm just trying to figure out how to word it at the moment, so...
Apply language carefully. Safe to say at this point they're like discussing amongst themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's one of those, how do you define getting involved with it moment mentally?
Self-defense.
Yeah.
Well,
Detective Gray, Nivix here states that this is him in the image. However, I want to point out that this is a self-defense. Clearly a violent gang that has assaulted him. He was merely acting at his own best interests.
so you were not the aggressors in this incident.
He was not.
Out of character, how does the footage... I don't recall all the details of that fight in that previous session. How does the footage play out?
The footage plays out that the gang was the ones that started the aggression.
All right.
In the parking garage?
Uh-huh.
The one where we shot out the light?
Yeah. Well,
the light goes away, and then there's a
the
lot
light-
of...
there's
Oh,
a lot
I
of
knew we
fighting.
shot
but-
the light. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be the one who says this, but I have to. Technically, my weapon is shining a 20-foot radius around me at all
Oh,
times.
yep, that is true. There is a flaming sword that is illuminating a
I
certain area.
have to say this.
Oh, we appreciate it.
This is the honesty I'm going to put in here. I will say that moat is always there unless she puts it out, which I don't tend to do it.
Also, just as an out of character note, that was the rescuing Lance one. So self defense, good Samaritan.
You bring up Lance?
No, this is just the out of character for this
Okay.
keeping the stories straight.
Gotcha. All right, carry on.
All right. Good to know. All right. Have you had any encounters, rather specifically aggressive or violent encounters with the known Trotter group Lock, Stock, and Barrel?
Lawyer's not sure, so he kind of...
Once again, trying to figure out how to word it, because violent, technically, no.
Depends on... Do you want to ask how to define it?
Well, it's one of those, it's not violent on my end, it's just shoot.
I did say or aggressive. If you want to be pedantic about it.
Oh, it's also he's not being aggressive about it, he's just being practical. You go on drugs,
So
we don't have to
pedantic
hurt
about it.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still waiting on an actual answer.
No. I have not been involved in any aggressive or violent interactions.
Okay, taking a note of that. Now, I do have you on film in a violent incident with Mafia involved in an animal smuggling ring at the docks. Were you involved in that? And why were you there?
I had heard that Icebreaker was going to be investigating awoken animals. My interest is in all things magical. Therefore, I went to look.
So you were
And
aware-
I'm playing him as slightly stilted.
Yeah,
socially.
I hear it, yeah. So what is your relationship with Icebreaker?
Interesting podcaster. Finds stories.
So, but you don't know her personally.
If you mean biblically, no.
Not remotely.
Oh my god.
Well, it was the only way I could, take that and twist it in such a way to kill the line of questioning.
10 out of 10. Love it.
It does.
Wow.
It does kind of shut down that line.
Also, just sorry. The other aspect of it is that I'm finding really funny is biblically in this pony world.
Yeah.
Suddenly we are introducing some weird
what is
lore.
what is the Pony Bible exactly?
Pony Jesus.
Well, it's one of those, it's knowing biblically is the slang. So for us, it's that. For in the universe, it's whatever the equivalent is.
Moving on.
But it's the closest context moment.
You're doing fine.
So, how did you hear that Icebreaker was going to be investigating this location? Through what channels did you get that information?
Her podcast postings.
Oh, so she made a post that she was going to be investigating this place? A public post?
He gives a slight smirk with the not everything is posted publicly.
I just want to add that my client, Icebreaker, does have a pay side of her system that those who partake in the pay for exclusive access to certain posts and things like that. Some of her information that she posts there is not publicly available.
Well, naturally, it sounds like posts like that could jeopardize your investigative efforts.
Exactly. We wouldn't want information on where she would appear for interviews to get out and cause her clientele to vanish before they get their interview in.
How do you make sure that, let's say, ne'er-do-wells don't pay for that information just to either scoop her or get out of the way?
We have a vetting process for everyone who wishes to pay for the restricted access.
I see. Must be quite the exclusive club with exclusive prices.
In this line of work, you have to be very careful who you open up to.
No doubt. All right. I'm satisfied with you for now, Nivix. You may return to the meeting room. Let's go.
And the question is Lethe able to sense the mind?
She's not big. She's basically she has thought sense in terms of vision. Like basically, she can pick up like minds within a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
Which is much farther than
Which
you
is
are.
I was gonna be the if can sense the thoughts, just what was going on in Nivix's head.
No, like I don't have the range upgrades quite yet. I'm getting there.
There's a reason they picked that room. It's far enough.
Not our first telepaths. All right.
Excuse me.
Lethe, could I speak with you?
Of course.
All right.
I guess back to the interview. And around here, like, what other people are within the radius, real quick? Like the person in the back room or whatever is. Nope, not quite.
I assume any cops that are on the other side of that window, you can probably hear their thoughts.
Yeah, Oz does in fact go to the corner and try to track Lethe and can't quite do so.
Yeah, not quite.
All right. Let's just get through this then.
Of course.
Let's see. Have you had any encounters with the group Lock, Stock, and Barrel, known Trotter group?
Meeting them at the, I'm trying to think of the, whatever you call that particular party, soiree?
Okay. What is your association with the other people in the meeting room right now? They your friends, co-workers, colleagues?
Friends and family.
Friends and family. You related to any of them?
No.
No relation to any of them.
All right.
There is no relation.
Family in the loosest sense of the term.
Yeah, again, there are extenuating circumstances that I will not disclose without reasons that I cannot get into here.
I'll respect that. Is Icebreaker one of your friends?
An acquaintance at best.
An acquaintance.
I am very gregarious with the term friends.
Then describe your relationship with Icebreaker in more detail.
Someone that I know. We've run into each other a few places. And I trust them. So, therefore, a friend. I don't know exactly. You would have to be a little bit more in detail for me to give you a better
passing
response.
Acquaintances?
We've known each other a while. I wouldn't say passing.
Are you
She's witnessed a few of the interviews that Icebreaker has done on the field.
Were you involved with an incident at the docks with a mafia magical animal smuggling ring?
I was there to try to retrieve a phoenix. I wasn't aware of any mafia incident.
Were there to try and retrieve a phoenix?
As I said, I was doing, again, like I've said previously, I deal with extra normal matters.
Were you
And-
successful in retrieving the phoenix?
Yes, the phoenix was able to be retrieved unharmed.
What was your reasoning for retrieving this phoenix?
I needed a other matter of dealing with the spirit. The proprietor in question had the means that I could do so.
Ah, one of those fetch quest kind of things, huh?
Yes, you
Need
can
a phoenix to
very
get a
much look
thing
at
to
it.
do a thing.
Yes, spirits require very particular matters in order to to deal with. Unfortunately,
Hmm. So, did you have any encounters with any violent encounters while you were there at the docks?
well, unfortunately so. But given the matter of things, I acted in self-defense.
Against
My aggressors.
who were?
You would have to,
The Mafia gang.
yes, if that's what they were.
So you didn't know who or what they were when you went
No,
to
they just
retrieve
opened
this
fire.
phoenix. I see.
They just opened fire at me. So
So you had no awareness or intention to disrupt any sort of mafia operation or animal smuggling ring. You just wanted this phoenix.
yes, I just again like there was a more pressing matter that I had to deal with. The spirit in question was something that left unchecked would have caused a great deal of damage to a lot of people.
I see. Were you the only one who was on this mission, or was your team with you?
So I was acting in the interest of trying to achieve the phoenix. As for what the rest of those that were around me at the time, I cannot state for what they were doing.
So it was not a coordinated operation. You were there
It was
for a
not.
separate purpose for the purposes that everyone else was there. Is that what you're saying?
They may have had other reasons. I will not speak for them in the matter. I'm sorry.
Did you arrive
I
as
can
a
only
group? Did you arrive together?
I had arranged transportation to there, so you would have to ask the driver in question, whom I believe is among the someone else in there. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go into detail in the matter of things.
Did you take a disguise while you were at the dock?
With any matter of my dealing, as order to, it is not a wise thing to go undisguised as a changeling in this city. There are more than a few unfortunate rings that enjoy profiteering from changeling adaptiveness.
I gestured to the footage, the camera footage we have at the docks, and there are 4 ponies there, 2 of which are Nivix and Icebreaker. I say, can you point out which of these 4 you were?
Given that out of character, she was the one that actually was casting spells, it would be somewhat obvious with things given the other footage of things. Because she
Well-
was also the one that did stabilize a lot of the people as well. So
Well, then you can still point it out.
Yeah,
yeah,
they don't know you're a spellcaster.
well they do actually because they caught my summoning of the water spirit in the pool footage. They
Haven't
do
reviewed
have
it
that
yet.
like. Oh, okay. Well, she would point out that of her foot stop it like when some of the ones went down or whatever to her having stopped wounds from being lethal.
So you applied healing to those who were hurt.
Yes, I did not intend to. I don't, as I said, I don't prefer to leave a body. I prefer to make sure that life is held sacred.
I see. Does that make you an effective team member? A
It makes me
valuable
a good
member of the
person.
group?
It makes me a good person for trying to preserve life of anyone I encounter with, no matter what their views on my own life or the taking of it may be.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lethe. You've been very helpful. And I lead them back to the meeting room.
She'll go back, take a seat.
Smirkfluff, could I speak with you?
Of course. And I look down at Nebula. Are you taking us both or just me?
Would you prefer to stay together?
Yes, if that's possible.
I think it'd be bending the rules a little bit. I should speak to you one-on-one, but I also don't want you to feel like your relationship is put in jeopardy, so I'm willing to compromise on that for you.
Nebula, what would you prefer?
I want my 4 awesome McMeals.
Okay, apart from that,
You
about the
asked what I
current
wanted.
situation.
It's still part of the situation.
Yeah, officer, if you could get this Kirin a snack, she's hungry.
Okay, Nebula, stay with Ice, and I'll. Yeah, all right. I'll just go.
There is, and then cue an offhanded mutter from Nivix as his focus is back on the things about the translation is, of course, Nebula's hungry. She's a kid.
We can arrange to have.
That's why she asked for 4.
We can arrange to have fast food delivered here if that'll help things.
That would be great. Do not get her 4. She does not need 4. She'll eat like half of 1 and then complain.
I will eat all of it, and I'll show you. I will eat all of it.
Like the time you ate that entire pizza by giving half of it to me.
You stole it.
That's not the point.
She ate half a
And
pizza?
you spit on it.
It was a small pizza.
All right.
It was not, and he spit on it.
All right. Let's.
I gesture to the Supermare back in the hall and say, Zia, could you pass along whatever order they need?
Yes, I can certainly do that. Yep.
All right, thank you. All right, and then let's go. Let's go. Take Smirkfluff and the lawyer to the interview room.
Out of character, make sure low sugar foods for Nebula. We do not need a sugar rush kirin.
Well,
Listen,
you don't need a
that's
sugar
what
rush, Kira.
No, that is what my inventory is for. That's why I'm not going into the inventory. I literally just want chicken nuggets for this child.
All
You can
right,
have
Zia,
chicken nuggets. You just can't have. You can have chicken nuggets. That's fine. You just can't have 4 full meals.
You cannot have 40 chicken nuggets, child.
Do not attempt to become the Nugget Centurion.
Meal. I want the 100 nugget meal.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
I actually had it. It's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
No
That's why
one-
we're not giving it to a small child.
No one doesn't regret becoming the Nugget Centurion.
We don't need critical mass on Nugget. All right, Zia will take orders from everyone in the room and pass that along to the officer at the communication front to do a quick order.
All right, then.
Coffee with sugar and cream for Icebreaker.
Okay.
Oz is not passing up the chance at free food.
Actually, let me see something.
100 nugget meal.
Okay, the ice cream machine is running today.
Oh God!
Wow.
Ow! That is
Even-
topical.
Oh.
Even in a fictional universe, we can still throw some shade at McDonald's.
We should take every opportunity, really.
Really, yes.
Listen, that's why I was calling it different names. You're welcome.
Oh, man.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We all know you're being a clown.
Honk. All right.
Yep. Anyway, sorry. We were doing something sensible, weren't we?
Suppose. Okay. So, Smirkfluff, let's go down the list of questions.
Of course.
What is your, besides Nebula Flare, what is your relationship with the rest of the ponies and creatures in that room?
Well, I've done some work, some, freelance security stuff for Icebreaker once or twice. And the rest of them I've met, day to day.
Day to day?
I've done some work for a couple of places, so I've seen them on jobs or just generally around. You know how it is.
Have you seen them more frequently recently?
Yeah, but I mean that just happens, right?
Mm-hmm. Have you had any violent or aggressive encounters with the known Trotter group Lock, Stock, and Barrel?
Well, I've had a very non-violent encounter with Locke, but I don't think that's what we're here to talk about.
No, not particularly.
Promise to say the word.
Damn it, I'm not saying it.
You're a goddamn liar. I was gonna make him say biblical again.
Wasn't even remotely biblical, anyway.
Right?
He wishes it was.
Oh, I'm not sure he does.
I mean, anyway, we'll say before we get completely off track.
So, answer is no, then.
The answer is no.
Okay. Do you know anything about this incident in this parking garage where you, the Kirin, and the Blue Unicorn were caught on film?
Those guys were like jacking cars and they had guns. What about it?
How did the incident play out?
We went in there because we were, going out. We'll get in our car, parking garage and all.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw them, being gang members as they do. They basically told us to leave. We refused. They started shooting. I, as I said, work security, so I was decked out in my uniform. So, we started shooting back and the situation was resolved.
I play the footage forward to when Nebula Flare brings out her flaming sword. Say, Nebula Flare got involved, didn't she?
She did, yes.
Does she regularly get into the fray in these violent encounters with gangers?
No. Look.
The child is capable
I'm
of
not gonna
defending
look.
herself, and there's nothing against that.
She's had training, but it's not like she's going out, on jobs with me.
Okay. Self-defense training?
I think the most of the megacorps would appreciate bring your child to work day. Yeah, she's had self-defense training, and I've taught her bits and pieces about, firearms and knives and that kind of thing. But it's nothing that's going to get her into any real trouble.
Did you teach her how to set a sword on fire?
There's obviously a magic spell that she knows.
No, I don't know where she learned that.
Okay. How about the incident at the docks? You were caught on camera there. What happened?
Which incident are you referring to specifically? I've done a lot of dock work.
I bring out the footage.
Ah, the bird.
The bird.
Yeah, that was yeah, whichever one it was. The animal we're hunting down.
The phoenix. You were simply asked to retrieve it, correct?
Right. Yeah, that's right. They paid us to bring that bird back to them. And I thought, why not bring the kid along? Not every day you get to see a phoenix, right? And it kind of, went a little bit worse than expected. But,
So
we all made it out fine.
This was an innocuous encounter that went wrong.
They were not aware of the mafia
Pretty
occupying
much.
the building at the
We
time.
were basically, like we were just told, hey, my bird's escaped. We need to find, can you go find it for me? And we were like, yeah, sure. So we did. And then, it got a little bit messier than we were expecting. But,
Thankfully, you were all equipped and trained for it.
well, I was equipped and trained at the very least.
What about the rest of your group? Would you say they have training? Would you trust them in a fight?
I trust most of them not to shoot themselves.
It is not against the law to carry a firearm,
No, it is not.
and proper training with a firearm is only a diligent action by a proper citizen that wishes to use and exercise their rights in a careful manner.
Mm-hmm. So
Look,
if I can,
it's not like I think the rest of them are exactly trained soldiers here.
I imagine not. Did you all go together?
To the docks?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we're all hired by the same person. It made sense to travel together.
All six
I
of
mean,
them?
we took more than one car, but,
Not all 6 of them. Remember, my client, Icebreaker, went separately because she was doing interviews there.
well, yeah, but the rest of us.
Probably should have had them have separate counsel.
I mean,
All right.
Icebreaker isn't really part of our group as such as it was for that mission.
That mission?
Well, usually I work on my, usually it's me or me and the kid if it's something really non-dangerous. But, we got hired as a group for that one, so.
And who is your group, all told? How many creatures are in it?
I mean, it depends on the job, doesn't it? I've worked with a lot of different people.
So, you'd say you're a loose association of freelancers.
Pretty much. As I said, I've done some work for ICE, and I've worked in the general vicinity of the rest of them, and, I look after Nebula, so.
Fair enough. Okay. I think that'll be all the questions I have for you right now, Smirkfluff. Go ahead and return to
Cool.
the meeting room.
Will do.
I know that logically speaking, separate council would probably have been better, but it also would have taken way longer.
Oh yeah, it would have taken. We would be at this for days. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I need to repeat something that didn't put in. I have to.
Do
This
it,
child
go.
is going into a nugget coma.
Oh no.
We need 20 cc's of fun stat.
Uh-oh. Look south. Look south.
You hear shouting from the lobby as you can hear Stellar. Where are they? I am going to murder the griffin.
Stellar!
You see that Snow is trying to keep Stellar from just stomping down the hallway, and the other officer is basically holding a fire extinguisher on the off chance that this just goes completely south.
Oh,
Stellar!
Icebreaker will turn to Smirkfluff and say, all right, so do you want it in the head or in the hot?
In the head. Oh god, in the head.
Nebula.
Hey, Crystal, can I borrow your gun?
Oz misinterprets that and walks over to Smirk and puts a burger in Smirk's mouth. Here we go, in the head.
Honestly, yeah, all right, I'll take that.
You're right, Oz. I was hangry.
Nebula might. Oh, you little sweet roll. Are they treating you okay? Have you been hurt by that stupid griffin?
No, I got food. Got me
Okay.
100 nuggets.
Oh, okay. At least they're feeding you. That's good. Can't trust these officers for anything,
And look,
really.
They gave me Princess Wuda. Look.
Ooh, adorable.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I am Dr. Stellar Wind. I am the physician that sees to Nebula Flare and her family. I was just coming over to make sure that she was being treated all right, not in any kind of danger.
I understand. I wasn't informed that that she had a personal physician, and
She does, and that's me.
there was no reason to ask. So, but I appreciate your concern.
I want to make sure nothing happens to the precious little sweet roll. She's too pure for this world.
While some poor McDonald's employee, they ate everything.
No, that's actually what they say whenever you make that order. You can see it in their eyes.
Wow.
I've done it twice.
I think it wouldn't be unreasonable if you were allowed to join the group while we finish up this round of questioning.
Don't mind if I do.
Very well. Lead her back to the meeting room. For giving a nod to Snow and the other officers.
The officer goes back behind the desk, puts the fire extinguisher down next to her, just to make sure. Just in case.
All right. In that case, Oz, would you mind?
Sure.
Let's head back to the interview room with the lawyer in tow.
As they walk down, the lawyer hears a voice in his head. If I speak in a way that don't say anything, just nod or shake your head. If I speak in a way that they can't record, is that a conversation that you can be part of?
He kind of just thinks about it, nods.
All right, and then so yeah, Oz is at the room.
All right, Oz. You told me back at the estate that all of you were Trotter team.
Okay, I trust you. I don't trust, and Oz gestures out the door. Is there a way that this can be off the record?
Why? Kind of gives a confused look at that and says, "Why do you trust me?"
Oz looks at the detective, and then in the detective's head, a voice comes up. It's obviously Oz. Because I have evidence I need to get you that maybe get you fired if someone finds out.
Kind of stews on that for most of a minute. Not slowly.
The voice again in his head. Is there a way I can transmit a file to you that they won't see, that you can see but they won't?
Another slow nod.
Oz leans forward and you can see a data jack in the back of his neck.
I nod and say, will you excuse me a moment? And he heads out of the interview room, leaving them alone.
Okay.
And he goes back behind the one-way mirror.
Oz looks to the lawyer, and the voice appears in the lawyer's head. I hope I'm not freaking you out.
No. Not yet, anyway, but play it cool. Don't worry. I'm just going to ask you a few questions. If you have any concern about what to answer, just let me know and I can help you out. Phrasing it out and all that.
Voice in the most definitely the lawyer's head. I'm not sure that me or my sister are technically citizens.
Don't worry about that part. We'll work it out.
All right, can I ask the... Let's see. I would need to get I would need to get approval from higher up to mess around with this procedure here.
Well, that's what the lieutenant's there for.
All right.
So just here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. I was like, how do you get from the interview room to there? And it's like, oh, you just go around the whole building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do go around the whole building to get from.
Yeah. Not the greatest
There's
map.
probably
But...
something down south and then around that way, but
Oh yeah, there's a door there that might go through and around. Yeah.
I like Jin's face with the tongue out. He's a cootie patootie.
Yep.
Lieutenant.
Yes.
One that our suspect in there is a telepath and has an implant jack. Says it might have some sensitive information that may be relevant to the case, but but only will give it if I promise to store it privately. Can I get permission for that?
Well, when I've been looking over the interviews so far, I mean, these people look like just a bunch of losers picked up for no real reason. I don't think they're really all that dangerous.
No,
but,
I don't think so either, but my gut says they're working on something bigger.
All right, then. Do what you need to do, then.
All right, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Can you have, let's see, I'm going to have, get the list of... Can you have, Zia bring a portable terminal to the interview room?
Of course.
All right. I head back into the interview room and say, I can grant your request.
Thank you.
Zia shores up with a portable terminal, puts it on the desk.
All right. I'm sure we've got a cord here that'll interface. Do you have a cord that'll interface with your jack? I don't know if we will have one.
Oh, just picks this up and looks at detective, says out loud, "Do you trust this?"
Not one bit. That's why I'm having you put this in a separate air-gapped terminal.
Do you trust this terminal to stay safe and virus-free and air-gapped?
No, it's been through our security procedures, so yes.
Then I trust you. And Oz plugs it into himself. After a few moments, he unplugs it and holds it to the detective, highlighting all those files from Crash Carriage that he jacked out of Crash Carriage's computer. Telepathic voice. I know you have trouble busting executives while keeping it on the QT. This may be all the evidence you need to start an investigation. Good luck with it. It is not our primary investigation. It is yours now.
Sorry, which case is this? Remind me,
out of character. So this was the time that they went in and did the Crash Carriage investigation, and those took a whole bunch of data out of their computer. So he's been carrying it within himself. All that data dump is now yours.
Which session was that?
I don't remember Crash Carriage at all.
That was the one where we were getting the
warehouse. Yeah, it was. So basically, before we actually went to the warehouse with the shootout with lock, stock, and barrel.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we went in time. We dressed as janitors.
We dressed as janitors. And Nebula made a whole bunch of photocopies of her face and/or butt.
Right, sorry. It was just the name that was throwing me off.
One of the executives, and after Nivix got the address, Oz then went into the computer and got a lot more data.
Found
All that
out
data's
that
been in his skull, not rocking around. Is just, this is something the police might be interested in.
Crash Carriage and Alicorp were trying to manipulate pricing on pharmaceuticals by forcing a artificial shortage.
Something that hasn't happened yet officially, has it?
No, but because there's record of it.
I know conspiracy to cause things is a problem, but like there's no reason to trust this.
Yep.
No. But it's something that might at least show goodwill that, we're trying to do good things here.
I'll look through, I give a basic scan of the files and data, and I'm not going to ask if it's stolen, because that would throw it all out. Plausible deniability if I don't ask.
True.
Just a random leak.
Mm-hmm.
O's telepaths to both the lawyer and the detective. Last I heard, beating it out of a trotter is court admissible evidence. Although I don't think it doesn't look like you do with the actual beatings here. You don't have a beatings quota, do you?
I'm going to leave that question unanswered.
The lawyer shakes his head. There's no beating. Trust me. It's all right. Don't worry about anything here.
And I say, why are you giving me this?
So that justice may be done.
Justice, is that something you hold very dear?
That is something I like to see done. And I will admit, there is less trust in justice these days than there used to be. But I trust that you hold this virtue too.
Why do you trust that in me? Have you thought about that? Is it just because I'm a detective who talks nice to you? Have you actually evaluated whether you can trust me or not?
Should I not trust you?
Just think about that. Trust should be built on, I guess, proven respect, not blind faith. There's many ways a pony can do harm to another without violence or anger, and believe me, I have plenty of leverage over you and your friends.
I know that.
And plenty of ways to hurt them.
And yet, you are not hurting us yet.
Maybe because I don't see it as profitable for me to do so, but it may become later.
That is sufficient. If it is not profitable for you to do so, it is unlikely to become.
Now, but it could be later. Do you see? Ponies change.
Tilts his head and obviously is not quite seeing.
Ponies change. Ponies have limits. Ponies have a price.
And would not the fame and promotions from being able to bust an executive be a price to buffer you against lesser injustices?
Or attempting to bust a high-level executive would just bring more ire from my bosses, who are essentially owned by the corpse.
That's why I trust you.
You didn't quite understand me there. I can't bring the kind of naive, childlike vision of justice that you're thinking of. All I can do is try to protect myself, my colleagues and the most amount of people doing the most amount of good that I can, knowing that it will never be enough. And I may have to make compromises depending on who's in the line of fire.
Oz blinks and says, until that last part, you were describing me.
Yeah. But I'm a cop.
And I am not.
And
I am what I am.
What are you?
A changeling.
Well, clearly, but you're not exactly Trotter material.
I am unaware of what else I can be at this moment.
Are you undocumented?
And at this point, even Oz knows enough to look to the lawyer and just ask without even saying anything.
The lawyer kind of just just puts a hoof up and says, I think this interview is getting a little off topic here.
Yes, I agree.
Do we have any actual relevant questions to the case at hand? The information that you've been given by my client here is obviously a anonymous tip to wrongdoing by a corporation, something that you would pass along to an investigative division.
Oz nods.
I just want to know what you expect
and if you
in
would like
return for
another
this.
tip. Say again?
I just want to know what you expect in return for this.
Oz shrugs, and if there is a return, maybe keep our names out of the official records, just as you have people who might come after you. There may be people coming after me. Maybe see if you can wipe that video at the mansion of us doing stuff. And if possible, I am concerned about... Well, no, she said not to speak for her.
Think about what I said, all right? There's got to be other options for you than shadow trotting.
Would that there were. Many of that which I need to deal with are not documented either.
Well, keep me posted. We'll be in touch. Let's return. I lead them back to the meeting room. I hand off the terminal. I put it on my desk as we leave. I just leave it there.
Okay.
And as they walk back, there is another comment, telepathic. There is another case we are looking into. Someone is abducting veterans. And, well, you saw the video.
Haven't reviewed it yet, but... Alright. Nebula Flare, would you be willing to answer a few questions for me? No? Would you be willing to answer a few questions if Smirkfluff is present?
Is Avis here to hear this?
Avis is here.
Okay, I figured I'd check that.
Avis makes noises.
Stellar leans over to Nebula. I'll go with you if you prefer me over that griffon.
He looks at Stellar, looks at Smirk, looks at Stellar, looks at Smirk. I want Smirk.
All right.
Sorry, Stellar.
It's all right.
All right.
You're old enough to make your decisions.
Almost done, everyone. This will be the last. I'm gonna lead them all to. Rudolph have
Lieutenant
something?
wants- Yeah, he wants to ask you a question.
All right. Pop in there for a second.
Thinking of what that one changeling O's said about not having anything on the record. I could arrange something if they're willing to help us out on a different case.
That's kind of what I thought. That it seems they might be amenable to that, especially if we promise to keep things relatively off the record on our end. Seems like they've got plenty of enemies to worry about.
Mm-hmm. As do we. And, this could be a situation of proactive community service, we could say.
Well, could always use some fresh sea eyes.
I'll go get the case file and you finish that interview there.
Yeah, please do. All right. Head back into the interview room with Smirk, Nebula, and the lawyer.
It's such a crowded room.
It's a little crowded, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering sizes.
So I have a
Yeah.
question here. Is Nebula on Smirk's lap or on the table?
She's in a chair.
I can yield a chair and stand.
Yeah, we can. We have chairs.
No, well,
I was gonna
probably
say
would,
the other thing-
Nebula would sit and Smoke would probably stand, I would say.
I was
Which
going to
is-
say the other thing could be, Nebula's draped over Smirk's back with the, head sticking over Smirk's.
As a point of order, the room outside the investigative division does have extra chairs. That's not being
Yeah,
used
we
right
can just
now.
bring in an extra chair or two, yeah.
Yeah. we
Yeah,
don't need to stand.
She's in a chair. There's a time for silly and then there's a time for serious.
Mm-hmm. This is both.
All right. I'll take my own chair then. All right. Nebula Flare.
Can you not say it?
Can I not say it?
My name?
Oh, what would you prefer?
Don't use it.
Just don't say it out loud?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can abide by that.
Don't write it down. Don't say it. Don't. Please.
You're not going to enter our system. I can promise that.
Mm,
The lawyer kind of leans over. Different rules apply to juveniles. You have something of an advantage there.
rules don't mean much to the rest of the world sometimes.
Understandably, but we still have a use for rules.
You do. And you're not who I'm afraid of.
I'll take that as a compliment, I think.
Is this you in this footage of this parking garage encounter? Is that you with the flaming sword in the dark?
Her head tilts and the moat flashes into existence and tilts with her head. Maybe. I
Okay.
don't know. There are a lot of Kirin.
Mm-hmm. Blunt text Icebreaker. Am I scary? All right. Is this you in this footage of this encounter at the docks?
Same answer, sir.
Hmm.
Her head tilts the other way and the moat follows it too.
Just the little mote of magic in between her horns, or
Yeah, like it's on one side. It's like it starts on one ear and then it chops to the other every time she moves her head. So it bounces on either side of her horn. Because I like to be fun with my stuff.
All right. Glance at Smirkfluff, think for a bit. Have you had any encounters with the Trotters lock, stock, and barrel?
Stark, is that the one you were flirting with?
Yeah, that was the one we met at the party.
Is that what you mean? Because that's the answer.
Not quite what I meant, but I'll take it. Are you comfortable in a fight?
The moat changes into the sword. And then changes back. Yeah. I'm not a pushover.
Okay. Do you ever feel like your life is in danger when you're in a fight?
I mean, that's what a fight is, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, but we have different ways of feeling about it.
Fights don't scare me.
That was what I wanted to know. What are you scared of?
Got a character Nivix in mad science mode.
Right.
I don't want to say.
Okay.
I'll put a wing around Nebula as she says it.
Are all the people in that room your friends?
I wouldn't be in here if it wasn't for some of them, so that's debatable.
All right. I think that's it for now. You go ahead and return to the meeting room.
I mean it. Don't put my name down. You're not gonna like what you find.
Well, now I'm definitely gonna do some investigating on my own time. Now I'm definitely looking up Nebula Flare.
Just
Right?
as Nebby leaves, just slowly head and hooves going, oh no, backstory.
Yeah, and couple was Oz was asking him to keep the entire group's names out.
There are ways. Am I reading right that Lieutenant Rudolph has something he wants to say?
He has the case file that he can give you for the team to help with.
Okay.
And, the case file is for a suspect named Vargas Blackhoof, hiding in the slums of Redmond. He is wanted for the murder of Buckstar Highway Sheriff Sands. Basically, Sands had stopped Vargas at a routine traffic stop, and Vargas shot him in an altercation over an argument and drove off.
Criminal
The
at
issue,
large.
yeah, they've recently figured out where he is at. However, being that he's got gangs with him, it's going to be one of those situations of it could get messy. And the lieutenant figures, rather than risk his own officers, this Trotter team looks like they can handle themselves. They can go in, take him prisoner, and bring him back.
All right.
In exchange, of course, all their records will just simply forget to be filed, you know?
Yeah. Pause a bit. I feel a bit bad about knowingly throwing Nebula Flare into a violent altercation with a bunch of gangers protecting a wanted pony, but
Yeah, the lieutenant nods about that, but he kind of also points out that magic sword spell thing that she has. That's rather unusual. He doesn't see that every day.
yeah, no, they've been through several violent encounters already, clearly.
Yeah, this one doesn't look like it's too dangerous. I mean, we're not talking organized mafia gang.
No, they don't seem to have, like, connections with anyone we're terribly afraid of yet.
Not yet. So,
So,
you know.
might be good to ingratiate ourselves now before they're picked up by somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. I will go and make the offer.
All right.
All right, so I return to the meeting room. I say, well, that was a very illuminating round of interviews, everybody. Every pony. So, I have bad news and good news for all of you.
Is the ice cream machine broken? Listen, I've asked 4 people if I can have my ice cream, and I haven't gotten it.
We'll go after we're finished here, okay?
Now, you've all been involved in some very suspicious incidents, some of which just aren't bothering to press charges, because no doubt it will reveal their criminal involvement, and it sounds like you've generally done more good than harm. Allegedly.
I'm catching an exception here, however.
Smirk, did your flirting with someone go really bad?
Mate, I work freelance security. Sometimes things go wrong, but it's all on the up and up. Whatever you've done is your problem.
But we do have a mandate to keep the peace, and there's cause enough here to at least bring in some of you on charges of trespassing and vigilantism. And no, I don't think I could. I have enough to argue that you're all secretly a charter team taking on clandestine missions, but some of you have been up to some criminality, and many of you don't want your records in the system. That much has been made abundantly clear between all of you. So, unofficially, I have an offer for all of you. That's the good news. I dropped the file on the desk in the meeting room. There's someone that we've had trouble dealing with capturing, a wanted violent criminal. You take care of this problem, then no one has to know who you are on our side.
Do you want them dead or alive or what?
Alive, captured, brought in.
Nivix is, looking at the, all the photos and the data and is, doing calculations. How much will I need to drug him? Because it's one of those, if we are going to take it, it's going to be a combination sedative and potentially something to throw him for a loop if he wakes up early.
So actually,
the trick is not going to be so much. Well, it's going to be part of it's going to be finding him. We know what neighborhood he's hiding out in. Part of it's going to be he's got a fair amount of protection.
And your plan is to send what? Me in? Do you want me to take the kid with me or what?
As long as the job gets done, I don't terribly mind how you do it.
Do you want just this one guy?
For this particular favor, this particular incident, of us crossing paths?
Mm.
Yes, I'd say just this one person, just this one pony. And perhaps we continue to have a positive working relationship in the future.
How do you
Okay.
want pickup? Do you want him delivered to a specific point, or can we call in for a pickup?
You could, when you get him, call for a pickup.
Yeah. Just,
God.
make a innocuous emergency call. And we'll drop on by.
OC, this is such a bitch. Because, like, out of character, I obviously can't be like, Nebula can't go, because, we don't want Avis to miss out. But in character, I'm like, saying that the child is going would be such a mistake right now. It would be insane.
Detective Gray is saying, just, is kind of directing this kind of at Smirkfluff, but also at the rest of the party, but also just at Smirkfluff, being like, you could take care of this. I don't care how you do it or who you bring along with you. Wink, nudge. Just get it done.
Oh, it's not you I'm worried about.
That's
It's the one next to you I'm concerned about.
That's Dr. Stellar went behind me. Yeah.
Oh, Stellar's gonna murder you the moment we leave, and then we have to go right back in. Sir, I know you witnessed this murder occur right outside your door. It did not happen.
Yes, gaslight the
need to
police. That always
distract-
works.
Well, I was going to say, do we need to distract Stellar?
That's not happening.
I vote I just leave me and Nebula leave first, and then she goes with everybody else.
You assume she's gonna let that happen. That's adorable.
There's a window. I have wings. I can make this work.
She knows where you live.
Detective Gray says, that is that. And you are all free to go. Thank you for stopping by and answering some questions. Really do appreciate it.
I have one question before we depart, and I thank you for letting us go. Well, again, your word here has been offered. Is put simply, what assurances do we have that this will not be leveraged again? Should this matter be discreetly handled?
Well, I guess you have no choice but to trust me.
I see.
But
thank you very much.
Let's just say we're not inexperienced with working with Trotters in a productive way. I understand this might be all your first time, but it's not ours. So your assurance is that a professional bond of trust will work out best for everybody.
Icebreaker's gonna look over to her lawyer who is in the room.
Yeah, Blunt kind of looks down at his notes, kind of looks up at the officer, kind of leans over to Icebreaker and whispers, well, it is an out, and I would say it might be a decent deal to take.
I'm not even going to wait for a yes or a no. I'm just going to leave the file there.
That's not even what Icebreaker's concerned about. Icebreaker's just going to lean in and whisper to Blunt Binding and say, no, I mean, like, if he screws us on this, can we do anything about it?
Legally? Not really.
Yeah.
there's other ways. I've already, out of character, thought of like some interesting ways to cause interesting matters to happen. Let's just leave it at that.
If you want my professional opinion.
Well, that's why I hire you.
Well, you guys are small potatoes, and it looks like he's wanting you to do the effort to get him a bigger potato with sour cream and chives on it.
Can I have bacon on it?
You just ate.
The potato's
just potato.
figurative.
But I'm hungry.
You could pick up something on the way over there. I don't know.
No, you keep eating like this and you're going to get fat.
No, I'm not.
You will, and then I'm going to have to make you run. And you hate running.
Because
If you keep this up, you won't fit in the bag.
Why, Nebula?
more milk. I don't want going into bag.
All right. If he's not waiting for a yes or no, then I'm not gonna say a yes or a no.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for yes or no. This is under the table and heading back to my desk.
O's copies the entire file to his internal data store.
It's a physical file. It's paper.
Okay, he reads it and scans it and keeps copies in his physical file or his internal file.
Those two still within the video observation area?
Those two are, yeah.
Okay. And Lethe is
now I'm
just
there.
sitting there waiting and listening as
Well, I passed it along.
All right. Guess it's up to them to decide what they want to do with it.
They asked for some kind of assurances, but there's nothing we could reasonably give them that would be genuinely collateral on our part.
True.
Figured might as well be upfront about that.
That's fair.
Like, we don't have anything they particularly want other than not putting them in the system, and I'm saying we won't put them in the system, but we can't exactly prove that or, enter into a contract legally.
Not legally. And, they've gotten treated pretty well, so.
Besides, we know better than to cross a bunch of Trotters who can come in and shoot up the place.
Yeah.
Who have all these various skills. Telepathy, pharmaceuticals, fire.
Yeah, it would be quite a lot of paperwork to have to deal with that.
Yeah. But it'll be, I think the changeling O's trusts me in particular for some reason.
Hmm.
The rest
Maybe
obviously don't, and either out of fear or out of reasonable suspicion.
That's fair.
Out of looks at Icebreaker's record again.
Out of having just dealt with cops way too many times.
Mm-hmm.
Knows better. What if Nebula evolves by eating? But
You don't know.
So what's the party gonna do?
I mean,
We
We're
have
gonna
so many
leave.
choices, right?
I'm walking out the door.
the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna leave because we're allowed to leave.
Yep.
Free to leave.
You're
All right.
good to go.
I'm waiting.
Our course back.
No, we
I'm
should
waiting
stay
for
here.
this
Take over this room. Declare it ours.
I'm waiting to hear Smirk screams. I'm waiting to see her Nivix run past me, chasing after a griffon. I'm walking really slowly because I'm waiting for this.
I imagine in my mind's eye that there's just this after the detective leaves, there's just solid minute of just silent staring at each other, just meaningful looks, and then slowly making the way towards the exit door, and then very quickly power walking all the way out.
Just you see yourself like walk really casually to the door, and then you just hear screeching of tires as we book it.
Just slam.
Do you even get to the car, or do you start flying?
I mean, I have to get to the car.
Question.
Someone has to drive you home,
Okay. Before
No.
and also
Oh.
pick up like ice cream on the way so that you stop complaining about it.
Then fly with. I will fly on you.
I can't lift that much. My strength score isn't high enough.
Yeah. As they are before they going on, as Lethe was sort of listening in and all, there is a thing to the three of them in there from that. So long as you three are willing to hold yourself to that, then we may hopefully vanish into the mists as
I
we
knocked
always have.
pointedly on the corner of the room.
It's not Oz's voice, it's someone else, but there's a bit of a mental chuckle as she just walks on.
Just-
Go ahead.
Yeah, and while Lisa's doing this, Oz is already at the lobby, and the detective can probably, because you see it on the camera, is just, okay, that's somebody else.
Icebreaker is going to have a very brief chat with Blunt Binding, basically apologizing for everything she has just put him through and discussing the terms of payment.
Yeah.
Because he's earned it.
Mm.
Go ahead.
No, just saying, you did give me a lot to work with, but I did my best.
Well,
Thank you
best,
as well.
best is all I could really ask for, because
Honestly,
this situation
did admirably.
sucks.
I will
Yeah,
say, though, this mission that they seem to have dropped on you as a incentive, I mean, at the very least, you could probably get a decent scoop out of it.
Oh, definitely. Already trying to monetize that, but that's beside the point.
Yes, well. think
Uh,
that-
They may be investing in tinfoil hats after this.
everyone knows that changelings can't pierce through tinfoil.
So Oz waits in the lobby a bit, waiting for Blunt Binding and Icebreaker to come out, because he has a comment for Blunt Binding.
Yeah, Lethe has gotten into the car and is looking like we do need to stop somewhere else because that salad was just not enough.
We will go get the good ice cream from the good ice cream shop. The one that spells it. The one that spells it SHOPPE.
I'll hold you to that.
The one that's actually frozen custard, which is infinitely better.
Wow, you take that back.
No, I won't.
You sit in your corner. You get nothing.
Friends, we can enjoy the iced creams and the frozen custards together.
No, there's only one. Two may enter, one may leave.
In
Good.
your stomach.
Good, because you're getting. I know exactly how your life is ending in about 5 seconds.
Oh, dear.
Stop helping.
Two may enter your stomach, one may leave. Well,
Well, they both leave in some manner.
All right.
Okay,
now we-
so when he has a moment to ask Blunt, Oz generally asks Blunt, okay, one, how does citizenship work for ponies who were here before UCES existed? And two, you may want to ask Smirk about you may want to offer Smirk legal guardianship, and that is as much as I am allowed to even ask you about
Stop
that
trying to
situation.
help. You're not helping.
First, I can probably help you with a green card if that's what you're looking for. And two, the whole guardianship thing, not exactly my expertise area, but I could see what I can pull. I
Okay,
have strings.
ask Smirk, and I am not allowed to give you any further information on that.
Okie dokie.
I apologize, but I've been given very stern warnings.
The sharp end of a brick.
Actually, Oz is more linking it to there is a pin on a grenade. Do not pull this pin.
Oh, that's
says, toying with the pin on the grenade.
Mm-hmm.
No, Otis is having someone else pull the pin while he is somewhere else.
Truly brave.
How dumb do you think Smirk is?
No, the better question is, how dumb do you think Nebula is?
Like, do you think we're
friends.
just not gonna
We're all
know?
stupid.
There's plenty of go around.
Debatable with you because you
Speak-
actually brought the lawyer.
Speak for yourself. I don't even know how to spell stupid.
Anyway,
What language do you want it spelled?
I'm assuming the team leaves the police center. And
Yes.
Okay.
I have one last thing.
Yeah.
As Icebreaker is leaving, she's going to stop by Snow and just simply ask, "You got a full name, or is it just Snow?"
Does she have a full name?
The question, that's a more question for the GM than the character.
Yeah, I know. That's one of those. The GM didn't think that far ahead.
I have
The
my
answer-
reasons.
The
Sometimes
answer is
ponies
yes,
just have
her
one
full
name.
is
I know they
Snow.
do. I know
Yeah.
they do. It's very important.
I'll assume she does, and she gives it to you. And
Okay.
I don't know what Lethe just did, but it broke.
Why did you attack twice
Misclick.
with natural 20s?
How did you
I
attack
think she's
twice with
probably a
natural
little bit
20s?
angry.
Well, there's 2 holes wherever you hit, so
That's actually really impressive, and I'm kind of disturbed by how impressive that is.
I think of
Who knew
Snow's
Lethe
last
was
name
the
later.
bruiser?
You know what? Last name Flurry, Snow Flurry. How about that?
Okay.
Not have to
Damn
write
it,
that down.
I'm not used to
I'm
that.
scared of Lethe right now.
You know what
Lethe
they
is
say? Stop
venting
punching
out
I
in
am
the parking
really
lot.
scared of Lethe right now.
Stop breaking the cop car, man. Don't just smash windows, because you know.
Smirk, I don't want to be in the same car as Lethe.
There's probably a couple holes in the pavement for.
Just walking out to the car is just stop, stop, stop.
Kicking the big like stone sign in front of the department building.
You know, that technically is a felony.
Yeah.
I can see it's him just walking
Destruction of
past and
federal
just like
property is the word.
one hoof straight through like the windscreen of like the police cruiser parked outside.
Let's say not, for the sake of you
Like,
not
die,
getting
car,
immediately
die.
arrested.
Right? Guess
Well, we already have a potential murder happening shortly. What's
Stop
destruction of-
helping!
I refuse.
And this is where I exit stage right. Thank you.
And Spud's like, oh god, let me leave.
Yeah, I was
please,
just trying to
let me go.
click on Chrome, and it was just I misclicked a little too early.
Excellent work getting information out of all of us. Us 6 people who could not keep a story straight between us.
Yeah, could not keep a story straight with you all, like listening to each other out of character too.
Right?
We were mostly close.
Yeah, no, actually, there was enough stuff that lined up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But,
Have fun
like I said-
investigating something you shouldn't.
like I
Given the
said,
video
like if I were to actually like bring charges, I would probably only get a couple of you at most if we played it
No,
entirely.
you
out.
could get in theory, you could get all of them except for me for child endangerment legally,
Yeah.
very easily.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
Oh,
but-
You have to
It's
prove.
not endangerment. It's
Yes, it is, because I'm
on-hand
underage.
encouragement.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an argument that Ice might not be got with that if her, defense of I don't actually know all of you.
Except you do, because
Except you do, because the party, both me and Smirk said you were our friend.
I
Yeah.
also
And
said
also,
that
I claim that I worked for you on occasion.
yes, but I didn't hire the child, and I don't think I can be charged with endangerment if I didn't know there was going to be a fucking murder at that party.
That's
You,
true.
Accessory after the fact.
that
Is there
implies
really-
that you didn't know.
So
there
this
was
is
gonna
how
be
the
a
prisoner's dilemma would play out if we.
Listen, if I have to go down, I'm taking y'all with me. I'm
Anyway,
very transparent.
all right. Important question.
murder. Oh god.
You guys have been let go. You have a file. Do you want to take the police's offer of trying to find and apprehend this criminal
I
in
like how you
exchange
asked
for the.
that like we have a choice.
Actually, we sort of do.
No,
Technically,
we don't.
well, yes and no.
We have
depending
other
on,
options for
Some
screwing
of
around
you
with the
have more of a
records.
choice than others.
Yeah, like one of the things that I can technically do is I can summon a magma elemental in the middle of the storage room where all those people were. I don't need line of
No!
sight.
No.
Just jumping straight to arson, are we?
Destroy-
Okay.
Murder.
Destroying the evidence.
So we're having Stellar killing and castrating Smirkfluff. And then we're having Lethe kill an entire police station.
No, it's just she's just there to destroy evidence. If potentially worst
Yeah,
case
because that
scenario.
never reflects badly on the potential suspects who were just there.
There's
And
No,
then-
it's just that you wait about a
There
week and a
are
half.
so many things wrong with that.
Yeah,
I think what Digo is getting at is that we have the option presented to us, and then we could also do like, let's find a way back into the police station to just erase whatever records they have, or let's see if we can find someone with enough power and sway to just because the police station is a corporate one, right?
Yeah.
We just need to find someone higher up enough that we could, effectively screw with the police station that way.
Yeah,
we
but then,
technically
as you pointed out earlier, we're all idiots.
Oh,
And also, as you also have pointed out, some of us have less of a choice than others.
I know.
So trying any of those complicated plans is going to go hilariously wrong.
Well,
My hooves are tied behind my back, my friend. I'm sorry.
but let us face facts. This supposedly simple plan to infiltrate a gang area and attack and capture one specific person is also too complicated for us.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
but
no.
that-
We have what?
Catharsis.
We have 4 flyers, yeah? So
I
provided
have-
we can
Yeah.
provided we can figure out what building he's in, we can literally
And
do
there
a
will
flying
absolutely
snatch
be
and grab.
no Pegasi in this gang at all. You guarantee.
Yeah,
it.
but the
Gas
Pegasi sucks, so who cares?
grenades.
Also, only 3 of you can fly.
Oh yeah.
Kirin cannot
keep-
fly.
I
Yeah.
keep forgetting that Din can't fly.
I am an Earth pony.
Well, the thing is, can't-
There's just something in my head that's like, yeah, Icebreaker has wings. That makes
No.
sense.
Nivix can't fly yet.
Yeah.
I love
Because
how
you
you
will
assume
grab
that.
wings.
I love how you assume that he was talking about me.
I mean, I keep making that mistake is why.
Technically, you could be a living rocket. You could be a living rocket. So
So if add a character, if the Kirin is yeeted, does that make her a magic missile?
Yes.
I cast Fireball, throws Nebula into a room. But no, seriously, I think getting this gang member is probably the easiest plan for us with our particular skill set.
Yeah, I agree.
Without the
'Cause-
potential repercussions of making an enemy of the police.
Well, an enemy out of anyone we care about.
Yeah.
I mean, the gang's not going to be happy, but
Aw, you care about me?
No.
in the sense that you can like
Correct.
dick us over really badly. Yes.
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Of course. the question
Listen,
is-
Spud, you hold the life of this small Kirin in your hooves.
I know. And I hope I treated it with the delicacy it deserved.
Okay. I have a very strange plan, and I would like legitimate advice on it.
Okay.
If Icebreaker turns this into a group of vigilantes sick of dealing with or not sick of dealing with, but like aiming to bring justice to this particular pony due to his blatant killing of a police officer. If we turn it into that kind of story, do you think that would leverage police officers?
So just to clarify, what you're basically asking is if we pull he's killed cops, you should help us. You're saying we should get help on this?
No. I'm saying if I turn it into a story of, I guess, 4 because we don't want to show Nebula on screen, and Icebreaker would be the one filming it. If we turn it into the story of four citizens concerned with the state of the streets and the fact
Cop killers bring down the wrath of the police on everyone. That kind of thing?
Yes. Basically, I am trying to turn this into a, like, can I make us look so good and so police friendly that the police would have trouble dealing, like, reneging on their promise?
Oh, you mean after we're done with the job?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, that was the part I was getting confused at.
I mean, I would have to film it during the process, but
I would like to know your entire filming process, just because since I'm a frontline fighter, I'm literally in the thick of it at most times, so not getting me on camera is really difficult.
Icebreaker films, like, when she doesn't bring a camera crew, Icebreaker films these situations with her eyeballs. It is easy for her to look away, and she also has the power of editing. You are a target about, like, 3 feet tall. You are below her eye line on most days.
But yeah, no, that makes sense. Now that I've got the timeline straight in my head, yeah, that's a logical plan.
So become street famous to become more police immune.
Yes, in a sense.
So it's sort of the I'm trying to think of the what's the guy's name? The boxer. Tyson, in a way. I'm trying to think of what he is. Tyson or Lee, one of the two that was very
Probably Lee.
okay.
Was it the one that bit an ear off?
That's Tyson. Tyson has some problems.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Gets punched regularly, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. But I just mean, like, I think if Icebreaker can, like, image this up properly, it will be harder for the police to, like, arrest us in this particular case.
Oh, so you're worried about what? They're getting us to do this so they have something to charge us with?
Not even that. It's just a matter of,
They'll
like,
keep bringing it up and trying to leverage that way.
yeah, it's like, among other things, here's proof that it was done.
Wait, you weren't filming in there?
In that particular room? No.
Oh.
Icebreaker, so, like, I've said it before, but it might not have always been heard. Icebreaker keeps her, like, cybernetic eye under an eye patch most of the time.
Oh, right, yeah. No, you have. I'm dumb.
No worries. She keeps it under an eye patch most of the time because otherwise, like, everybody knows that she has the capability of filming.
Yeah, like Lethe just takes what she sees, like, day to day and sort of puts it in her computer for a visual document of, like, what she's done.
Okay.
And it's the only way to access it is through telepathy as well. So that's why she's got a record of things. If she doesn't like a particular memory, she can just get rid of it.
Fun.
Oh,
All
yes.
right. So we're going after this Vargas fellow.
Yes.
It seems like a reasonable thing to do. But given the fact that the gangs have been there is one upside to this as well, is that the gangs have been being used to take the various military-minded folks. That's one thing we've probably noted from the... I'm trying to think of what it's called. Oh heck, what's his... Like with our friend that we got out, like as well as this one and all. There's a definite correlation between the matter of someone buying up the men for.
The word escapes me.
Yeah.
It's one of those tip of your tongue things.
Yeah, it's...
All right, so did I see a culture roll for Vargas?
Oh, no, it's not for Vargas.
Oh.
This is Icebreaker looking on
Looking for what?
looking at someone else on the way towards the location in mind.
Oh, okay.
You know who.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, if you want a culture roll for Vargas, although I don't think Oz is really going to know much.
Quick question, which is both relevant to me and literally possibly nobody else. Where did Stella go?
That's a good question.
Well, here's a better question. Where did your balls go?
What?
They're still there. That's not a problem.
You
Did
sure?
we manage to shake Stella?
I mean, I think Stella still has to work and stuff, so I think it's reasonable that we.
As much as Stellar would just love to just tag along here and berate the griffin, because not even a name, just berate the griffin until his whatever he has for ears falls off.
I was going to say, is there no prep time?
Well, that depends on you guys if you want to take your time to prep.
Yeah,
Well, it
I
was
would like,
if
for
I didn't-
spell wise, like I'm down to one left. Like I would like to potentially.
I assume this was not on the same day.
You want to take it on a different day?
I would have assumed.
preferably.
We'd have gone home, gotten Nebula some ice cream, had slept, because the party was an evening party, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would have assumed that, we would have gotten something more to eat, gone home, slept,
Before
showered.
we go home, can we check the doll for bugs?
Oh yeah, did you
they
get that
took
back?
the doll back.
Oh, okay.
No!
They would need to.
No, it's in my inventory.
No, I'm
We'll get
sorry.
you-
We had to take the doll back.
No!
Okay, here's Icebreaker doesn't want this opportunity to go away, so Icebreaker will take some form of like one-way transportation to the near the location and do a stakeout just to make sure that Vargas doesn't leave.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it's not like I'm good with combat, so I might as well do the infiltration thing that I can do well.
Okay.
Main thing on my end was, combination of get more of my mixes ready, but also potential gas grenades.
Gas grenades. Like, what kind of gas are you looking to do?
Tear gas, sleep gas. I know I did check, there's riot grenades in the armory book.
Mm-hmm.
But the other option would just be, could I mix it into a grenade, which I probably will pass off to Smirkfluff to throw in,
I can do that.
and just use that to, gas the room, and it's, okay, masks on, go in.
Oh, we're gonna swap this.
I mean, I could potentially do that.
Works for me.
If we got the money to, get the materials to put it together.
Oh yeah, I got enough money for that.
So if Ice is going in alone, does that mean the rest of us are coming in to rescue Ice?
I mean, Ice is not stupid. She would stay far enough. She's just there to make sure Vargas doesn't flee. That was her whole goal.
Yeah. And you could definitely tell there's activity going on in the house. It's boarded up for the most part. But there are definitely people or ponies coming in and out.
Okay.
I guess I probably should roll at least one stealth roll, right? Just to be sure. I'll make it secret so my suspense will kill me.
So Zen,
Okay.
Yeah, what's
not
up?
Bad. Not bad.
looking at it, it's saying range 20 feet. Frag grenades are 35 to buy. Smoke grenades are 40. So, who's got the ability to see through smoke?
Smoke would be what? Because I'm just thinking in
It wouldn't be infrared unless the smoke is somehow cold. I don't know that there's that much that can see through smoke.
Yeah,
Well,
not really much.
Yeah, but
I mean, how much smoke are we talking? Because there's difference between a light haze and a full-on fog cloud.
So smoke cloud, 1 minute, 20 feet. The other option is sticky bomb grenades for 170, which are entangled 2d4 rounds, 10 feet. and then flashbang is 275 per. So
Flashbang through the door.
I admit I'm more tempted to get flashbang in like a pistol mounting effectively, and just go in, bang to the eyes.
It's up to you guys what you want to do with those.
Huh, I can also create a grenade.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Well, you are the grenade expert.
I keep forgetting.
Okay, so can you describe the building, please?
It's a rundown house, same as all the other ones in the neighborhood. Boarded up, decrepit, falling apart.
Any cameras outside or whatever?
Nothing you could see as far as security on the outside.
Okay. I guess Lethe would probably be trying to move quietly up to see if she can pick up people on the inside for matters. So I guess to right there and be stealth roll.
Yep.
Well,
Stomp, stomp, Amazon here.
Literal Amazons.
yeah, unfortunately. And trying to see what she can pick up from thoughts and inside, yeah.
Okay. You said within 30 feet?
Yeah, 30 feet for thought sense.
You are not picking up anything.
Oz is trying the same thing at a slightly different place.
Okay.
How tall is the building? How many stories?
It's one floor.
Okay.
Gabled roof, if you know what that means.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just trying to
Oz
think.
is not picking up anything on life sense either.
Yeah, well, it's thought sense, but
Or thought
I guess
sense.
it would be. I had to actually take a feat for that with the telepathy. It's different from being able to speak when able to pick up. So
Never mind on Oz's part then.
yeah, sorry. Like it was a. I had to. It's not just the. It's one thing you can speak with the regular one, but the thought sense, it's another feat. Unfortunately.
Okay, in that case, Oz is going to try to flutter up and see if there's anyone on the roof. Like literally on the roof.
There's a squirrel on the roof, but that's about it.
Can I stealth fly over the building to the back?
You can, if you roll a good
Cool.
stealth. Nebula
Well,
has stealth to a
now that
tree.
you've said it,
Does he get any bonus from Oz having already scouted the roof and showing the way it's clear up there?
I don't know how well a 15 will do, but
15 is fine. I mean, Oz already mentioned that there's nothing up there.
bloop. Bloop. See if there's anything around the back, just in case.
You notice that the back area looked like it had sliding glass door, and they've just piled lots of old furniture and kind of nailed it all together to form a barricade wall so that nothing gets in that way.
What's when you say furniture, plastic or wooden?
Wooden. Dressers, bookshelves. There's an old couch among that pile.
Because that does fire damage, so technically.
And sort of peeking around here, what kind of is the front door?
Yeah, that's the front door.
Like, what is it? Like wooden or something else?
It's a wooden door. Just fairly plain. There's little windows on either side, but they're somewhat taped over and barricaded with some random wooden pieces to make it really difficult to see in or out unless you're really up close.
Okay.
Do I need a stealth roll to get back to them?
No, the same roll should be enough.
Okay.
Lethe is going to sort of ask Icebreaker about telepathically, of course. If they wants, if she, or if Icebreaker is she, right? I want to make sure I'm remembering that right.
Yeah, Icebreaker's a she.
Okay,
Mhm.
if she wants Lethe to sort of rattle the hornet's nest.
Or would you rather the alternate option?
Well, I was thinking I might just burn the back door down so that they have to come out the front. You can just grab them as they run.
That's not a bad idea given that they've boarded up most of the other exits.
Mm-hmm.
Based on, so I guess, should I roll perception to see like what it was I saw during the stakeout?
No, I can give it to you. Basically, they seem to only come in and out through the front door,
Okay.
and it's only one or two ponies at a time. Usually, an Earth pony or a unicorn, or not unicorn, but Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to just kind of go out for supply runs, food, grocery stuff, and then come back in.
All right. Okay. I think let's go with Smirk's plan. And I think Lethe, I think you should as soon as Smirk started the fire going, you should rattle the hornet's nest. That'll set him off.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait until like Smirk gets back, and then I have a summon spell ready.
Because I'm thinking we set the back door on fire, and then we let them get out, and we have the flyers do a quick snatch and grab, while the rest of us just leave.
Seems reasonable.
If I may offer something with this as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Spotlight is 25 credits. 100-foot cone of bright light. Right in the doorway.
Hey.
They come out, we turn it on, then grab.
Okay.
Let's see if I can't find the thing that I've got the other day.
So I
Which
guess
I
we're
bet
ready.
you I can't.
Quick, burn it all to the ground.
Yeah, I can't. Oh god, I had the stats and then I closed the book because I'm stupid.
What are the stats for fire?
No, I got the mod that allowed me to breathe fire, and I just can't find the.
Oh yeah,
Dragon's breath. Dragon's breath.
That's in the.
You want the worm? You got the
biotech.
wormling gland. It's in the core book.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
It's
remember what
3d6.
page
Found
it's
it.
on.
Yeah, it is 3d6 in a 15-foot cone. For our
Cool.
version.
Then the griffin is just gonna open his mouth and just spew fire all over the sofa and wooden furniture.
Okay. So,
Because that's fair and normal.
so basically, just a nice big fire
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yep. And then I'm gonna draw my gun in case any of these idiots decide to run through the fire.
Right. Okay. So you start the fire, and it's an old house. It starts cooking. It doesn't take very long that you can start hearing shouting on the inside about a fire. So, with that, I think everybody should roll initiative because the front door is going to be opening in a moment.
Ready to action spotlight.
Can I even roll initiative? Will you let me? Hell yeah, you will.
Why is my I have +4 to initiative? Why is it always so bad?
Nebula got a 1. I got a 2, which turned to a 4 with my bonus.
Well, at least Smirkfluff and Lethe did okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have one of the highest bonuses to initiative in our entire group. And I'm always last.
I
No,
don't
you're not.
understand.
I am.
Yeah, that's one of those unfortunate things. I don't know why.
It's like this is me just reveling in like dumb luck more than anything. I just find it funny more than anything else.
Yeah. It's funny, but it's sad.
That's fine. It's not like I'm doing much in combat anyway.
I mean, you could.
Theoretically.
Let me reveal what you see from the front door being opened. All right. All right, so the front door opens. There's a spotlight in their face. And that gets them to stop for a moment. Because, oh my god, what the hell? The sun is like in two places at once. All right, so Smirkfluff, you are first.
Yeah.
They
And
managed.
And I'm guarding the rear.
Okay, guarding the rear. All right.
I was going to say, what's your range to Vargas? Because you could potentially take shots.
I don't think I could see them through the, fire. Because they're definitely in range, because my range is like 120 or something. So I'm definitely not worried about my range, but yeah, I don't think I'd have line of sight on them.
They would have like concealment from you. I mean, trying to shoot through the openings that the fire have caused would be difficult, but not impossible.
It's not worth it. I'll just guard.
Okay. Very well. Lethe.
Okay, she's going to, given that there's three of them right there. Let's see, I want to make sure I'm getting this right real quick because it's one of those tricky things.
Tricky things.
She's going to do the summon spell. Nope, well, that's the wrong thing. And she's going to summon a magma elemental.
Magma elemental. Oh boy.
Yep, right between the three of those ponies right there.
Let's see, what do I got? That's close enough. Boop.
Yep.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm gonna make sure need to make a good stat block for it, but yeah. Okay, yep. And right. Sorry, been trying to make the stat block and not doing well on it.
Okay.
So it's gonna swing at just add 2 to this roll.
Who's it swinging at?
It's gonna swing at the Pegasus.
Yep, the Pegasus.
Wait, yeah.
Pegasus number 1. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 11, unfortunately.
11, yeah, that will not hit.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
All right. So then we move, I think, to Icebreaker.
I suppose so. I should probably make sure I'm getting a good angle on everything, one that doesn't quite have Nebula in it. So I'm going to move sort of back here, roundabouts. And what is my theoretical range on attack? Not much. Oh, whoops. No, I wouldn't have had time to charge. It is 30 feet, so... Sorry, gonna do real quick. Oop, the thing I wanted to do. How many feet is that? I thought that would tell me.
I was going to say, you can actually see that line of targeting.
Right.
About 50.
So I'll be like half effective, I guess. I'll just stay put then. I don't want to waste any charges on a shot that's not going to do anything. So, turnover.
All right. O's.
So what's this thing to the right? Is that like a garage door, or?
Yes, that is a garage door.
It's currently closed.
That is correct.
Okay, seeing the chaos up in front and seeing as his shot to the actual target is thoroughly blocked, Oz is going to try to sneak around and see if he can get to the side window.
Okay.
30, and then 15. So I believe that takes him to here this turn.
Okay. And you're looking for the side window to what?
The side
garage?
window that's just above him. That doesn't appear to be barricaded.
Oh, okay. This is actually a door.
Oh, okay. Well, a door that doesn't appear to be barricaded.
Correct. Okay.
And that is his turn.
Nivix.
All right, let's have some fun. Just as a check, what's the capabilities of the summon?
Oh, it's just 6 HP. It's more of it's a small thing. It's immune to fire, vulnerable to cold, burrow 20 feet, burning strikes, and has lava burst and earth glide.
Ah. What's its reflex save?
Let me double check.
Well, because it just where it is, it's one of those realizing it might get taken out.
The thing does. It's an elemental, so you're tossing like a regular grenade.
No. My dragon's breath is electric.
Oh, it's immune to fire. So it's fine if you wanted to use it.
I'm the electric one.
He's electric.
Okay. Just don't worry about it. If it is, it is. Don't worry about it. It's
Acceptable losses.
yeah, it's acceptable losses.
Actually, can I get good line on Vargas from here?
Not an
I
easy
used the wrong
line.
thing anyway, so
Too many ponies in the way. He's got partial cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I used the wrong thing. Unfortunately, I should have used the lava burst, which is what I meant to do, but used the wrong thing.
Okay. Well,
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Spaghetti monster.
Okay.
Shockmouth.
Shockmouth. All right.
DC 10 plus half level, which would be 1.5 plus con mod.
Okay, and that's
So
reflex.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a 5 doesn't make it.
Nope.
Uh,
So it's 9 damage. Could have done better, but whatever. So it's 9 damage to every. It's a 15-foot cone. So
what's the DC? So-
10 plus half level plus con mod. So it's technically an 11.5.
What's your con mod?
0.
0. Okay. So yeah, it would be like an 11. Okay. So DC 11.
Yeah, the thing fails and poofs because it only has 6 HP, so that's fine.
Ganger Pegasus 1. Just not a lot of good rolling. Okay. All right. Well, damage is damage. So you have caused injuries. All right. Nebula.
All I can really do is dash.
Okay. So you just push your way through the front door.
Yeah.
Moat floating by you, ready to sword strike.
Or does she crash through the window?
Well, she could go right by Nivix, and they haven't taken their turn yet. They're kind of all flat-footed at the moment. They can't take a reaction, I should say, to like attack of opportunity her. All right. Well, Nebula, who's you gonna strike?
I can't attack. I had to go. My movement.
Oh, that's right.
I had to dash to get up there.
My bad. My bad.
It's
Okay.
okay. I was a little confused. I'm like
I thought you only moved 30. So that was on me.
no.
All right. Vargas goes because he actually rolled a decent initiative. 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. So he goes that way.
Is it going to be, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Celestia? As soon as the door opens.
Right. Okay. And then Ganger. Okay. Ganger Peppers is number 1. All right. Yeah, she's going to attempt to knife Nebula. I don't know. Oh, she actually connects. For 1. So you get scratched.
I feel pretty big for stabbing a kid.
Okay, right there. All right. Seeing that the front door's occupied, let's go out the other door. Our pony 2 has a gun. And Nivix is a target. Let's see if he can shoot. That's gonna be a miss.
Does he hit Earth Pony 3?
No, he actually manages to get around. He just can't hit worth a dang. Earth Pony 3 has a club, and he's going to club. He's going to club Nivix because he wants out.
Can I parry at all with my Epi? Or S-Stock, I should say?
Do you have an ability to parry?
I don't. I was wondering about that because I know it's some games it's you have to have special ability. Others it can be a reaction.
Yeah, this one you're gonna have to need the ability to do it.
Okay, so I can't.
That's okay. It was a whiff anyway, because my dice are just rolling at the moment. And what's number 4 gonna do? 15. We're gonna do this. Okay, he's gonna go that way.
I
Okay.
would say that my Needler S-Stock is actually slightly terrifying once I switch it over to be int because I'm using the Ponykinesis with it.
Mm-hmm. Smirkfluff, your go.
Cool. Well, it doesn't look like anyone's coming over to me.
They seem to have been driven away by fire.
I'm going to. Is there any more stuff I can set on fire? There probably is. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry.
Basically, everything
5,
they hold
10,
dear is flammable.
15, 20 is as far as I can get thanks to my armor. Yay. If I laser shot this wooden board, would that burn it?
It wouldn't start a fire, but you'd probably break the board to get your way in.
That's not worth it.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just dash 5, 10, 15, 20. And yeah, that'll be it for me.
Okay.
Stupid reduction of move speed.
Okay. We have fire spreading. All right. Lethe, you're up.
Okay, anything new in the thought range?
Yeah, somebody's coming very close to you from the garage.
Like from the garage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. That was. Well, let's try to think. Let's see. I wanted to make sure about that.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of like what would be the. Yeah, I'm going to try. Let's try it one more time because I at least want to get one use. I'm going to take this time's a little bit different. An air elemental into this spot in there, about 10, 15 feet into the garage.
Into the garage.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find my elemental tokens.
Mhm.
You said 10, 15 feet?
Yeah, upright.
$15 right there. All right.
Hmm.
Can you still command it to do something?
I can't see, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a elemental in the garage.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I can't see enough from it to give it commands to attack anything in there. That's what I'm saying. Like I
Okay.
was trying to summon it to give it vision and attack anything in there. So if there is to attack the ponies in there, so
So just a general attack whatever's in there?
yeah,
Okay.
attack the figure in there.
That
It
is
is-
hopefully about to be solved.
It is close enough to be attacked.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
So let's do the roll then.
Figure worth attacking.
Oh wait. Oh, there's my d20. Oh come on! Like, what do I have to roll it to? I'm trying to get it to roll on the. There we go. It'd be
Hey.
a 24.
That will hit.
Okay, and it's 1d6 plus. Yeah, because I'm having to the way they do things with that is d6 plus 3. Okay. So it's for 5 points of electrical damage.
Okay. Fun times. All right.
Hmm.
Icebreaker.
I suppose.
But she would be letting
Um,
people know there's someone in the garage, within range.
Boy, I hope it's not like a hostage or something. Um,
You never saw a hostage, so you don't know.
no, but that doesn't mean there wasn't one before.
True.
Does it look like there's a way to open the garage from the outside?
If you had a remote, yes. Otherwise, no. Other than like driving a car through it.
I guess I'll just get in closer to the action. That'll be my turn.
Okay.
That's about the right amount of spaces here.
Okay. O's.
Is going to disguise himself as one of the Pegasi, or try, and hop around and try to get in the door.
The door is locked.
Can he? Can he shoot the lock?
Yeah, you can shoot the lock, no problem. Roll me damage.
Had Vargas targeted.
That's fine.
Is that enough to open the door?
Yeah, that's enough to get through the door.
Okay. Is he able to provide sight to Lethe this turn, or is it still a mystery what's inside?
See that much.
Does Earth Pony 1 get a door to the face?
No. They didn't quite get up to that.
All right. Seeing no car immediately here, Oz is immediately, hey, follow me. I know a way to get past you.
Okay.
And that's probably as much as I could cram into a single turn.
Yeah. Nivix.
All right. I'm gonna have a bit of fun.
Are you?
As opposed to what we were doing before?
This will just be a minor inhibitor,
Okay.
but I'm gonna use the S-Stock onto the Earth Pony 3.
Oh boy. That's a hit. Not looking too healthy.
Per Ponykinesis rules, I use the int for
Mhm.
the damage as well, which
Yep.
turns, oh, melee attack too. Oh god, he's got a sword.
All right, he's hurting. He's a hurting pup.
And the minor is just -1 to attack rolls.
-1 to attack rolls. Okay. Number 3. Okay. Boop, boop. Nebula.
Gonna smack a earth pony to the face. Maybe. We don't know.
Could you reach the face?
She reached the face, no problem. Wow. Okay. So
Holy
that is overkill. That the thing is over negative. Like it's total health.
Boop.
It's gone.
I'm
he's on the
gonna
floor. Just,
Is this the first body we've had, like, full on kill?
it may very well be.
And Nevi did it.
Considering all the
Wow.
people I've shot, I doubt it.
Oh, you're just in the. They go. Is it like unconscious until negative health?
Oh, I went negative health.
You went beyond that.
I'm saying yeah, but for everyone else we've shot, and it
Plus corrosion from
Yeah,
that critical.
it's gone.
and drugs.
Okay, so next is Vargas. Vargas is just going right by you, assuming you are one of his. Do you do anything as he goes right by you?
Nope.
Okay.
I foster his illusion that I am one of his.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6. So he's just gonna keep dashing for the back of the house, and he only now just sees there's a griffin back there.
Okay, that always does say, "Hey, other way, other way."
Oh, now you tell me.
Well, you were dashing.
But is he daring?
Good question.
Okay. The Ganger Pegasus is just going to back away and draw a rifle. That's going to be an attack of opportunity because she's
Yeah.
not going to do the.
That's what I was going to say. Nebula gets attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh.
So roll on Pegasus 1. That's going to hit. Roll damage. Oof. Okay, that hurts. All right. Still standing. Targeting Nivix because she wants to get out the door.
And what you can see is just his grin for being backlit.
That's gonna make her miss. She is scared out of her mind. Okay. All right. Finally, the garage door opens. And Ganger Pegasus 2 is just going to bolt for the exit, so the air elemental gets an attack of opportunity on the way out.
So, yep, mark that as. Nope. Mark that as a 2. And right.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, and that's a d6 plus 2. Another 3.
All right. And it's, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, it's not going to run.
30.
The air elemental has a movement speed of 100.
Yeah. Well, she's taking to the air, so she's
Oh
starting to
yeah,
lift
no,
off.
it's it's that air elemental is chasing.
She did use her action to get the door open, so as far as she can get. Earth Pony number 1. Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to get out the door and go this way.
5. So where's 30? 30 is right there. Okay. Do you do anything there, Oz, while the Earth Pony's running back?
Nope. Let Father continue to foster illusion, and I'm on their side.
Okay, dokie. Illusion continuing. Earth Pony number 2. Pretty sure this is not a child, but some kind of evil Chucky doll. Oh wow, that dice just hugged the rail and actually hit. Alright. Wow. Takes 7 and takes it like a champ.
Oh,
I mean,
you hit a
yeah,
kid. That makes you feel so good.
21 SP, so
Yeah, I'm all right.
Alright, this ganger is trying to get through the window out the left side of the house to escape. Smirkfluff.
Yeah. I'm going to yell at him to drop, and then I'm going to shoot him twice.
Okay, well he's not going to drop.
But I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, just so I'm, not getting bombarded by the house, or blocked by the house, I should say.
and yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to say those hit.
they do.
First damage. Was that just
Second damage.
For the knees,
Huh.
Smirk.
second one did not roll. Well, it did, but it rolled off the thing, so I don't think it came up. There we go.
Alright. Oh, that's hurting.
Man, I love my +3. That is so nice.
Lethe.
Okay, she's going to tell the elemental to sort of charge and stop the Pegasus as it's going to go around and in front of her again.
Okay.
And let's see, mod 2, and then grab the die.
Okay. That's a hit.
Yeah. And d6 plus 2, and or another 5. And Lethe herself is going to charge this one right here. And that takes a -2. No, -2, not +2. Okay, there we go. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately misses.
Good attempt.
Yep.
Icebreaker.
The running ponies are getting caught. I think I'm comfortable where I'm at.
There's
So-
that one Earth Pony gonna bolt.
Yeah, but I'm in a position that I wouldn't have seen him go that way.
Oh, I don't know he's there either.
Yeah,
I'm just
I was gonna say, do you want to just step up and shoot through the window at Ganger 1 or Pegasus 1?
I don't really. I don't think. Can my shots even break windows? They're like.
I mean, the windows are already broken, per se. It's just wooden planks there with holes. So you could go up there and shoot through it.
I guess I can give it a shot. I don't think it'll do much though.
Well, I mean, giving it a shot was kind of the entire point, but yeah.
All right, we'll go with a single shot against. I should probably target first. Oh, cool! Exactly within range.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you
It's
know?
a hit, so I'll get the whole probably 2 damage. Oh shit!
eat that.
All right, we'll be dragging her out.
I hope not actually dead. I hope just stunned.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, we go non-lethal, except for Nebby's stabbing with the fire sword.
I don't think Nebby had much of a choice. Fire hard to control.
Catharsis.
That'd be
O's.
tough to explain.
Okay, full move to, hey, come with me, I can get you out of here. And wind up just happening to block his way backwards. But it's a double move action to get up that far, so that's all he can actually do.
Okay.
Nivix.
Let's see. Does anyone want support out front?
I got this.
Like,
I got this guy.
I was going to say,
I
should I
did
go
something
after the... Do we want to try looting the place before the fire burns it down? Because everything else seems to be contained.
That fire's spreading pretty quickly.
Well, we're not gonna get anything, I don't think. Well, you can try. Maybe go to the left.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking with it.
Yeah, because if that pony goes near that window, you can just shoot him.
Oh, hey, cool. The fire's exploring the place for us.
It's more like the fire's opening up the place for you.
Potato, potato.
I mean, I can walk through that. I'm fine.
Although in this case, baked potato.
Well, the other option is the foam grenades.
It's up to you what you want to do. Giving you plenty of options. As everybody's trying to scatter like roaches when the light gets turned on.
Does the fire have its own initiative?
It's supposed to spread on Smirkfluff
turn?
at the end of his turn, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I have enough move to, check this room. And check the one that Icebreaker is standing next to the wall of, yeah. And then grab Pegasus and drag her back out. Will be my turn.
Okie dokie. Nebula.
He's not gonna let her die yet.
Very noble of you.
Boopa.
That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. Overkilled again.
Catharsis!
I'm sorry, overkilled?
Nah,
I
You're
rolled
saying-
2 8s on damage. What do you want from me?
Okay, so you've killed 2, and that
Yes.
means the Ganger's the Pegasus is the only one that survived.
It's kind of one of those things that if you could go past -10, you're kind of dead. Or at least for enemies. You guys are a little hardier than that, but... Alright. Vargas gonna do? Is he gonna do the smart thing? No, he is gonna do the Leroy Jenkins thing.
Which is run into Smirk.
Run
Come
into
at me. Come at me, bro.
Hey, I swear we've seen that token before.
Do I get an attack of opportunity then?
Oz, if you want, yes, you can.
Okay, is that allowed to be a combat maneuver or does it have to be an attack?
An attack.
Okay, I don't even know. He's probably just doing unarmed at this point, but does that hit?
Yes, that hits.
Okay, yeah, so I only had stats up for his range. Where do I get the unarmed attack damage?
Oh, what's a hoof do?
1d3
Or-
plus either strength or dex, I think.
Or would it be
strength, I'm sorry.
like using the rifle as a club? Because that is what he has in hoof, since he did just blow the lock open.
Okay. Yeah, hoof is 1d3. Using the rifle like a club, improvised, we'll say a d4 plus strength.
Okay, no
If you-
mod on strength, so
Okay.
4 points.
Did I add the points to it?
That wouldn't be enough to knock him out, is it?
No, but he's not feeling too well.
Got clubbed in the back of the head.
Yeah, he's kind of just reeling and not feeling very good. And he's going to take this one nice wild swing with his sword as he draws it, and the sword catches fire.
I want that weapon.
And whiff. Let's see. Pegasus 2. Well, gonna attempt to hit the air elemental because she can't really. Well, let's see. We do even or odd. Even, she'll bolt for it. No, she'll hit it. Okay.
Yeah, it's only like AC 12 or so. So
Okay, so a 4's not going to hit an AC 12.
yeah,
All right.
and she takes a -1 because they're both flying. So
Does not matter. Earth Pony 1. Well, Leaf's right there.
Yep.
He's
I
got
have a
clo-
-2 to AC though. So because I charged.
Ah, okay. So +2 then. Then still misses. Oh my gosh, this has gone all wrong. All wrong. And number 4 gets out the back door. Which way is he going? He'll go this way. 1, 2. Okay, he's running for the hills. He may be the only smart one. All right, Smirk.
Yeah. Okay. So a grapple is basically just a claw attack. Yeah. Because
It's melee attack, yeah.
It's an attack, yeah, and you have to hit.
KC +8, I think.
Yeah, so basically, you got to roll 23 to grapple him.
23.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's insane. I'm tempted just to shoot him.
Just
What,
shoot
you
him.
want me to grapple him? My strength better than yours?
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna shoot him in the leg. You know,
Okay,
non-lethally
understood.
twice.
So I see a 19 and a critical 20.
We're doing well, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing great.
Oh my gosh, how can you say "get wrecked" in the largest font possible? Oh, okay, ignore that. He's going down.
That's not overkill, is it?
No.
It pulled the shot, not overkill. Take him prisoner.
That leg's gonna need to be seen though, but otherwise, yeah, he's down for the count.
Awesome.
Oh, good thing we've got a doctor here.
You're not a doctor.
That roll that rolled the critical, right?
It doesn't look like it quite did, but he was low enough that it didn't matter.
Yeah, I think it rolled an extra 1d8 instead of the 1d6.
It's
Not
fine.
that it mattered, because yeah,
It mattered,
the second
yeah.
shot would have gotten him anyway.
Yeah.
I want to try and get into that.
So, all right. Lethe.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully, this will work this time properly. Let's see. Whoa, nope, that didn't want to work. Okay, I don't know why the dice did that. Sorry.
Were you trying to hit once or twice?
Yeah, I was just trying to once, but I don't know why it did 5 dice. I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry.
That's okay. The first one did hit, so if we take just the first one, you got
Sorry
it.
about that.
That's okay.
And 7.
And 7. Earth Pony 1 takes 7.
No, not the Earth Pony. That was the Pegasus for the slam.
Oh, the Pegasus. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough to take the Pegasus out.
Okay, and then the elemental disappears since it's round 3.
Okay.
And Lethe is going to strike with the martial arts after a guarded step in front.
Okay.
So. And miss, unfortunately.
That'll miss, yeah.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Icebreaker.
Let's see.
Sorry.
Quick
Everyone
exploration!
probably need to.
Need to.
I think we probably need to like check out the whole house real fast before the fire gets too bad. So
Okay.
I'm going into this area. I think this is as far as I can go, even dashing. But All right, that is a bathroom.
It's a bathroom, and that window over by the toilet is open.
Okay, good to know. I mean, that's all I can do for a turn. So
Okay.
What color is the bathroom?
Grunge. You ever seen a bathroom has been cleaned in months? O's.
All right, so Oz doesn't see that last fleeing guy, and as far as he knows, this is wrapped up. So he's just doing, hey, 911? Yeah, so Detective Steele asked us to place a call. You might want to send some dispatch, probably, and unrelatedly, some paramedics and firefighters would be good.
All right. So O's makes the call. Nivix.
I'm going to be taking the Pegasus outside and stabilizing.
Okay.
And that is a medicine check, so
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. You have a stable, unconscious, injured Pegasus. Nebula, you are up.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 gets me in there. I have more, but I want it to open up.
Looks like a fairly plain room, an old couch there. Some used food wrappers.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Wing around. It's the kitchen. It's slowly being consumed.
That's all of my movement. I'm the
Okay.
safest person right now.
Right? The house is on fire. Yeah, but Nebula's inside. Oh my god, you let a child inside? You don't know this child.
This child has, what is it even? I have resistance 5 to fire.
Okay, Lethe, the Earth Pony gang member that you are fighting, kind of sees that the boss is down, everyone else is down, the house is on fire. The pony surrenders. Do you accept?
Yes, I do. She'll
Okay.
take a brief moment to just sort of apply a sleep hold so that he goes peacefully instead of trying to run. And then we'll let him nap. Because she's got something she needs to do.
Okay.
Okay.
The other one's just running for the hills.
Yeah, he can run.
Okay. Smirk.
Smirk can probably just about see him now.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Not quite
just-
yet, but almost.
Anyone who wants to run can run. I'm not concerned. We've got the guy we need, so I'm gonna just grab him and start dragging him towards the car
Okay.
or cars.
And towards me, who can, make sure he doesn't bleed out.
Pretty much. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. At this point, you pretty much have it under wraps. The remaining gang are running toward the back, is going to get away. But then again,
Yeah. Actually,
Does it
there
really-
is one thing I want to do, at least before we wrap up with this.
okay, fair.
Yeah, basically, she's going to summon a water elemental and start dousing the flames. Considering that it has the douse special, which lets it automatically put out fire. And she's going to keep the fire contained pretty quickly with that.
Okay.
Does it douse Nebby, considering how close Nebby is to the fire?
It would have to target Nagby to do that.
It's just water.
Yeah, I'm assuming that she's not going to melt in water
Yeah.
or even be targeted, to be honest.
3 spells. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I just had to do that real quick to mark them off.
Okay. No problem.
Because I need to be more on top of that, so.
All right. Fire gets put out. We've got several unconscious gangers.
She just makes sure they're all stable for matters, just in case.
Okay.
Let's make sure none of them are left in this building that is currently on fire.
Okay. Well, I can just easily reveal the whole thing. Nobody else is in the house.
Okay.
I mean, this
It's a lot
house
of
was.
bathrooms.
Huh?
It's a lot of bathrooms.
Yeah, well, it's just the way.
There
the
are a
house was
lot of bathrooms.
Probably like
Yeah.
a shared condo kind of thing.
It is a 3-bedroom and 5.
2.5.
Two
No,
and a
there's
half.
5 bathrooms.
No, there's 2.5.
The one in the center is a half bathroom.
1,
Here,
2, 3,
here,
4, 5.
here. Those are the 3 bathrooms. This is
What
the
is-
one you're next to is a laundry room,
Yeah, that's the laundry room.
Oh.
and over there is the kitchen. Is the other sink.
I
Technically,
knew that was
every room's a bathroom if you don't care about the occupants.
Well,
Ugh.
every room is a bedroom if you don't care.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, there's nothing fun.
I was really worried there was going to be a car in the garage they were going to pile into, and someone had to track it.
Nah, nobody there could afford a car.
All right,
You-
all the
you're-
people we knocked unconscious, let's drag to the front and tie up.
Yep.
Hmm.
And the police will show up with a paddy wagon to pick up the criminals, and an ambulance will show up as well to treat those that need a little tender.
Yeah.
tender
It's
care.
one of those. Just wondering if the Pegasus actually has, any outstanding warrants.
I'm sure a lot. Well, they're gang members. They probably all do have rap sheets that are pretty long.
Okay, there goes that one idea.
All right.
Because if there weren't any outstanding, could potentially use as a source of information in case we ever have to deal with this again. This sort of underworld side. So,
Fair.
and of course, I do kind of wonder the reaction to waking up and realizing that Nivix was the one that healed. It's just the, oh shit, he's still here.
Yeah. Okay, well, success. Mission's been completed. You don't even have to go back to the station. They will take the prisoners, the gang members, to the station, and one of the officers there will show you all the compad with all the digital copy of all the interviews and information they gathered on you, and with you watching, he will delete it off the screen. And yeah.
Which doesn't actually
Deal's a
prove
deal.
anything, but it's symbolic.
It's symbolic.
Yeah,
there is
feel-
a symbolism in being willing to do something like that. Yes.
The intent is, we will hold our end of the bargain since you did yours.
Hmm.
So you are all free to go. Oh. Your records are clean?
Prison yet?
Not going to prison. So what do we do?
There's a bow ahead and probably get something nice to eat.
and how screwed is Smirk?
I have a feeling that's going to be one of those conversations that's going to be like that interview conversation. You'll get it later.
Yeah.
You'll get an edited version later.
You look at your smartphone, you have 6 messages and 3 missed calls.
The last one just says you have 6 seconds to reply.
So it's like those
Progressively just counting
Allstate
down.
commercials.
Yeah. All right.
Another one that says, I have great news. I found a book on griffon anatomy.
But yeah, Digo, like genuinely, if you want to do that as a as like an interview thing, I'll be totally down. That sounds fucking hilarious.
Yeah. We could maybe do something on the side.
Heck yeah.
And I know it was like in chat, and so it seems like kind of jokey. Icebreaker is not kidding. She is going to like thoroughly interview the crap out of all of you, because at this point she does not want any more like surprise like senses of justice popping up.
Sure, when did you want to do that?
Yeah, do
Right.
you actually want to record the interviews?
I mean, we can at some point, but like I think I would rather do it in text so everyone has time to like figure it
Yeah,
out.
no worries. That's a good idea.
Buzz me during the week.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much always available. You know me.
No worries.
I'm free on time,
Mhm.
so whenever.
I'm immune. I'm a child.
You are technically immune, yes. She won't put you on vid, but she will ask you questions.
And I'm always staring at Discord, so you know what.
But that will be a thing for another day.
Yup.
Yeah.
All right. Mission success.
Mm-hmm. As an aside, Nebula going through the house, you do pick up a couple things. You find 650 credits on credit sticks, basically drug money that they've been holding on to. And in one of the bathtubs was a pair of diamond earrings, probably worth a lot of money. Probably stolen from someone.
Stellar, I got you a gift.
That would probably make a good Smirk apology gift.
Stellar, I got you a gift.
Yeah, that would not go down well. That would be so unbelievably misconstrued. I couldn't start.
There is no saving Smirk.
Yeah.
There is no saving Smirk.
It's fine. I already gave Digo a backup character.
I know. I am very aware.
Oh wow. Ouch. Ouch. Okay.
All right
Ah.
then.
Yeah.
So now we
Anything
can get
else
back
found?
to, now we can get back to hunting those kidnapped vets.
Yep. So this is a good stopping point for that, and we'll pick up next time on the trail.
Again, Winged Cat, you could have not picked a worse way to phrase it.
I probably could. It would have taken more work.
You literally just described the plot of Rambo. Or First Blood, I should say.
Hmm.
And here's this convenient military base that's an obvious target to investigate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Outstanding. Thanks
All right.
for having me for a significant amount of time.
No problem. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to inflict a whole bunch of stress on y'all.
It's
Look-
character development.
Look
Happy
forward
to be
next time.
stressed. I enjoy it. I look forward to the getting a letter in the mail that just says, "I would like to be on your show," and Icebreaker having a panic attack.
I don't think Steel Grey would want to be on a show like that.
No, probably not. Almost definitely not. But I think the implication would be, "Hey, your show's very interesting, and we found a lot of neat stuff in it."
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Look forward to next time, whenever that happens.
Yep.
Might be a while. All right, well, in that case, thank you for listening to our Spudventures. If you like what you heard, you can find more at my youtube.com/newbiespud or wherever you get your fine podcasts. We aim to live stream these games every Sunday around 2 p.m. Pacific time, 3 Mountain, 5 Eastern, at twitch.tv/newbiespud. And if you want to keep up with this and other projects I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at newbiespud. And if you would like to support this show and other stuff I'm doing, please consider visiting patreon.com/newbiespud. Next week, Spudventures will return with another session of The Forgotten Ones.